Oh, we've been live.
Ready? One, go. Good.
Let's go, 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 let's go. You know the frequency, yeah. You know the frequency. Come on. You know the frequency, yeah. You know the frequency. I've been upgrading my frequency. I've been protecting my energy. I've been upgrading my frequency. No matter what, I protect my energy. We off the grid.
Yes, we are here. We are back. Y'all listen to the Frequency Live on WMB1 Radio. I'm your host, B. Carter.
Double D, Director Burris.
And y'all listen to the Frequency Live on WMB1 Radio.
What's happening?
What's going on, D?
I'm excited to be here. We're going to miss Jasmine tonight.
Yeah, Jasmine's sick. Well, she got another migraine because she was putting those bullets in her J-block.
But we have a very special guest tonight. I am super excited for this guest. I've been trying to get him on for over a month.
Yeah.
Very busy guy.
Yeah.
Got a lot going on with his family and his league that he runs. So I'm excited that he's here tonight.
Yeah, we're going to have a great show. We're going to talk about a lot of things. We almost got into a heated debate with some of our topics they're going to have after his interview. So it's going to be a good show.
It's going to be a great show. I'm excited for it.
Yeah, I'm excited. We're back. You're listening to the Frequency Live. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go right into a music break so we can get our guests right in the seat because we cannot waste any more time. What do you think?
Yeah, he's ready to go. He's over there. He's over there ready to go.
Oh, he's ready to go. So everyone, stay tuned. We're going to have Stephen Burgo, founder of the BBA. And I'm telling you, I was one of the original members of the BBA.
Yes.
I'm a pioneer. I'm part of the history of the BBA.
Board member.
So I remember the first draft and even before there was a BBA. We just went in the backyard to play ball.
Yeah.
He'll tell us
So
all
we're
about
gonna get into the story. We're gonna get into the story. What?
Why you trying to tell the story?
Yeah.
I'm just giving some headlines.
It's a good story.
I'm on the headlines.
It's a good story.
So everyone, I want everyone to stay tuned, and we're going to
We'll be right back with Mr. Burgo.
wait. And I also want what topics I'm gonna have after Mr. Burgo's interview.
I mean, we're gonna maybe do a little debate recap.
Yep.
Maybe mention Bronny James.
Yeah.
What people think about the LeBron grabbing him, nepotism.
Yeah, that nepotism.
Stuff like that.
We're gonna talk about what else?
A couple of trending topics. I
I
feel like you guys are being up on it. You guys are like,
Oh, this is gonna be fun, yo.
hey, I might need. Where's Jasmine? Where's Jasmine when I need her?
I'm gonna connect the phone lines because you might have to take a call after this.
I might need a music break.
Because we're gonna talk about the debate, and we're gonna talk about Trump always roused people up, but we got to get involved in the whole process, the political process. We're gonna have these uncomfortable conversations. So we'll be right back. Y'all listen to the Frequency Live on WMB1 Radio, and you know something? Money can't buy you love.
That is true. Is that the name of the song?
Yes.
Okay.
We'll be right back after this. You'll listen to the Frequency Live on WMB1 Radio.
Money can't buy
But money can't buy you love. Can we do it again?
Yes, we are back. We are back. Y'all listen to Frequency Live on WMB1 Radio. I am your host, B. Carter.
Double D, Derek Demers.
And we have our special guest.
I don't even think we need to say his name. I think people know who he is.
But we gotta give him that respect. He goes by, I call him Mr. B.
Mr. Burgo.
Mr. Burgo, founder, Mr. Big, founder of the BBA Basketball Association. Thanks for coming.
Oh God! When you guys asked me, I've been trying to get here for a month.
Yeah,
For a month.
Put that mic closer to you because I want people to hear you.
I'll get closer
Like,
to the mic. Yeah.
see the number 2, just throw it
Okay.
close. Yep, there you
Okay.
go.
Big mouth. How can they not hear me?
Look, we gotta make sure they hear you.
Oh,
Make
okay.
sure they hear
All
you.
right, all right. So somebody's going to hear me.
Oh, this is gonna be fun. This is gonna be fun. Yeah, we've been wanting to have you on the show for a very long time. I would appreciate you coming on the show. I want people to really understand the history. I'm sure people have seen other interviews with you, but I have a personal investment into BBA. But before we start that, I like to start off with a question that it has nothing to do with what we're going to talk about today. And here it is. If you have an opportunity to have dinner with someone, dead or alive, who would that be?
Wow. Opportunity to have somebody dead or alive. I would have to say Barack Obama.
Wow.
You know, first it would be my
explain
dad.
that. Explain
First
it.
it would be my dad or my grandparents who I haven't seen since they passed.
Yep.
Around. But Barack Obama, because he was the first black president. He did a lot for this country that people won't admit because he was the first black president. He went through a lot while he was in office with his wife being called a monkey and all this nonsense.
Mm-hmm.
And I have respect to him because he stresses something that I stress to kids at our camps and stuff all the time. You can have a car, you can have a house, you can have your clothes, you can have your money. They can take it all away from you. There's one thing that he did and his wife did that nobody can ever take away from them, and that's their education. I respect the education that the man has got. And when he talks, you know he knows what he's saying.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And it's very, we tried, I'll be honest with you, we tried to get him here at the BBA because he's such a big basketball buff. We haven't given up yet. We haven't given up yet.
I want to add to that because I like that answer because I look at Barack Obama in a way like he was in a difficult position being the first black president.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of pressure. And what I liked how he presented himself. He presented himself where he even said, I'm not the black people's president. I'm not the white people president. I'm the American people's president.
Exactly.
And I equate it with this, Jackie Robinson.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Jackie Robinson wasn't the best black baseball player, but he had the discipline in the class to be the first black baseball because he could have.
In other words, he had the temperament.
The temperament.
Yeah.
And because he had that temperament and he was able to endure what he did in that first year, opened up the doors for other black players. Because if he didn't have the temperament, if he acted out for any way, baseball wouldn't be where it is today as far as Jackie Robinson.
If I was in his steps, baseball wouldn't be where it is today. Because some of the things those people put him through, like that white manager in Philadelphia.
Yep.
I mean, who went off and called him all kind of names, and I don't know if I could have done it. I don't know if
yeah, exactly. Especially in those
I give him all
times.
the credit in the world.
So when I look at Barack Obama and how he governed,
Mm-hmm.
He was governed where he was hiring people from the other side.
Yeah.
He wanted the people to be like, all right, no, you can't do that. You can't do this. So like, I respected that. Obviously, being a president, is a tough job in general. And I think he understood that I need to have diversity in my cabinet so I can represent the whole country,
Exactly.
not just a specific side. He goes, the people that voted for me may not like some of the decisions I make because it doesn't benefit them, but it benefits the country.
Exactly.
So I like that answer. I would love to sit down with him too and really understand, like how do you, because he had the temperament.
Let me go a step further.
Okay.
You remember my father?
Yep.
Okay. My mother's got this picture of my father in the house. And the first time I saw Barack Obama, it was like looking at a dark version of my father.
Yeah.
I'm serious.
Mm.
I looked at my mother. I called her up on the phone. I said, "You see this guy on TV?" She goes, "Yeah, I'm watching now." I said, "Who does he remind me of? Remind you of?" She goes, "Your father." All right. Oh my, thank God, I'm not cracking up. Yeah, I'm serious. They looked alike.
Yeah.
They looked alike.
Yeah.
The thing is that he's gained my respect from day one. I love what he did to bring the young kids together because that's what really got him into office.
Yeah.
That young vote.
Yep.
And I like that he brought everybody mad. It didn't matter if you were Ku Klux Klan. Didn't matter if you were Black Panther. Didn't matter. Didn't matter. You were an American, and that's the way it should be.
Yeah.
But it isn't that way.
And even like even when I know we're going way left, but like I'm just feeling your answer. When he was being attacked by like reporters or the other side, he handled it with such class. Because he was representing not only America, he understood. I'm like Jackie Robinson. I'm the first Black president. If I go off right now, it's not gonna be a second Black president.
Nope.
He understood that responsibility, regardless if you agree with his policies or not. That's political stuff that we go through every year, but how you present yourself is very important because you're representing a country full of diverse people.
Yeah.
And he understood that. So no, I appreciate that answer.
Not a problem. Not a problem.
All right, let's really get into it.
Here we go.
All right. So like I said in the start, like I have an invested interest in this interview. I like to say that I was part of the start of the BBA.
You were. No, not you would like to say.
You
were.
Yeah.
And that strange guy over there.
Yeah. And I want you to talk about, I don't want to tell your story. I want you to tell your story.
There's a lot to tell.
There's a lot to tell. We have time to tell it, and I want people to really understand. I want to get deep into it. I wanted to even. I really want to get deep. The troubles, the ins and outs, the peaks and valleys.
Man.
Let's have this conversation.
How did it stop?
How did it start? That's a funny. It's really not a funny story. Lance, my son Lance, was playing ball down behind Roosevelt, Continental Jubilee. They got that court back there. And the city would never turn the lights on. So he went down there with one of the guys who lived in the area. And there was a bunch of them playing ball. And they had the car lights on so they could see and everything. All of a sudden, the van pulls up. Out of the van comes two girls and a guy. Two girls had a machete. They were looking for a drug dealer. So I wanted to kill my son because he got in the guy's face and told him, "We're here. We're not from this area. We're just here with him. Leave us alone. There's no drug dealer here by that name."
Yep.
Blah, 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 blah. So now he comes home and tells me that. And like after I turned 3 shades of white and red because I was pissed, I said, "We're going to start a league." No, I'm sorry. I lied. I said, "I'm going to build a court in the backyard for you kids." And Lance looked at me and went, "Yeah, right, Pop." So I'm like, okay. Within 2 weeks, the court was done. I had a friend by the name of John Fonseca and Billy, who was a good friend of his, who came over, worked out some things. And then I ended up having A1 asphalt, put it in for less money than what I was quoted. $20,000 goes a long way. But anyways, to put it in for less money than I was quoted. And that's when we started with you guys coming to the house. Because I just built it to have someplace safe.
Yeah.
For all you guys to play, because there were crazy things going on in Buttonwood Park too, what I was told and stuff. And that was a place that I grew up playing. I mean, there were times there were 75 guys, and this is no word of a lie. There were times there were 75 guys deep.
Yeah. I play.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Okay,
agree
and
with that.
If you lost, go home.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, every high school team that was in the area and beyond the area
Mm-hmm.
were there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I played one time. Me and Edmund Gomes were the gods. We were on that court from 9:30 in the morning until 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon. We didn't lose. Okay. That's the kind of team we had. You
Yeah.
want to talk about crawl to your car? But that was the reason I did that, to give you guys a safe place to play. So next thing I know, there's 15 guys. That's cool. Next weekend, there's 25 guys. I'm like, well, that's cool.
All your backyard. All your back.
Next week, there's 38. And I'm going, what the heck?
What did I do?
So my father's sitting there, and my father says to me, you're going to start a league. I said, John, you mind? I said, I'm an executive for Sears. I'm all over the place. I don't have time.
Mhm.
He goes, you're going to find the time. He goes, because when you were in high school and college, where did you play? I said, Bronco Park. He said, did they have a league? I said, yeah.
Mhm.
He goes, okay, don't you owe it to the kids? I went, oh, that's dirty pool. That's dirty pool. But he was right.
Yeah.
He was right. And that's how the whole thing started.
Mhm.
And the first year we started, we had 72 guys playing the first year.
That was that many in that first
that
year.
many that first year. And after that, it was 120. Because we did 12 teams,
Yeah.
10 guys on the team, and that was the limit. That's all we could
Yeah.
accommodate.
Mhm.
You know, but if I owned more land, I would have built another court.
Yeah.
But I always said, and I remember telling Flea this one time. I pulled him over to my side and we were over there talking, and I pointed to that 14 acres in the back. I said, someday that's going to be mine. That's where we're going to put the BBA. We're going to make it bigger.
Mm.
And I see he looks at me and goes, yeah, okay, Mr. B. Now he walked away.
Yeah.
You know, and I told Mike Karn that same thing. And Mike Karn said, you're out of your mind.
Mm-hmm.
He said, there's no way. Okay. So we finagled, and the first place I wanted to put it is where Dartmouth High School is,
Okay.
because the soccer fields were right next door.
Yeah.
And I wanted to keep everything
Right.
close. I
Yep.
was thinking ahead.
The old Diamond High.
Yeah. No,
No, the
New.
new Dartmouth.
Okay.
Like a
Kenny
complex.
Vincent, who was one of the,
You want to do
I wanted to do the complex with the soccer fields and all that.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And Kenny Vincent was a selectman. So he drove to my house. He came in. He said, hey, Steve, he said, I got another place for you because they want to put the school there. I said, there's no place for the school. He goes, no, that's where they're going to put it. That's where they're going to put it. And this is before the decision was made to put the school there.
Mm.
So I said, okay, I'll wait and see if they vote on it. So they ended up voting and putting the school there. And then he led me to the McBratton parcel, which in all honesty was much, much better. Much, much better.
Yeah.
And this year makes 20 years. 20 years we've been in that spot. So altogether, it's been 30 years.
It's been that long?
30,
That's crazy.
10 years in the backyard.
Yeah.
We left the backyard in 2004. We started it at the BBA in 2004. We had one court. We had the one big court.
Yep. One big court.
You had the two down the end that were all dirt.
Yeah.
I said they were coming, but they're all
Yeah.
dirt.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been 30 years altogether. Yeah. And what am I most proud of? What am I most proud of? What I'm most proud of in those 30 years, we have not had one incident.
I knew you were going to say that.
Good.
Not one incident.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that it can't happen, because it can happen anywhere.
Right.
Yeah.
But these people, certain people in Dartmouth, are waiting for that one incident to happen 20 years later so they can see, I told you so.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever.
Yeah.
20 years later.
Yeah.
You know, give me a break. I mean,
Yeah.
the place down the street, I won't name it.
Mhm.
The two places down the street. They've had police there. They've had fights. They've had people go after the referees in soccer. You know, it's nuts.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
nuts. And I don't let that happen. You guys know how I am.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. There's two words I do not allow in the BBA. One is the N word,
I don't like that word.
and one is the F word.
Yeah.
Okay. Either one of them, boom.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call a T on you right away.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You say it again, boom, you're
Yeah.
gone.
Yeah.
And you're suspended for it.
Yeah.
You guys know that if you get in a fight,
Mhm.
you throw the first punch,
Mhm.
you're gone permanently, never to come back,
Mm.
ever.
Mhm.
And if you retaliate, it's a 6-game suspension and $100 fine. And the board decides whether we're going to let you back in or not.
Mhm.
That's never happened. That's never
I
happened.
mean, I've coached there with my kids. I've been there for years. Not recently, obviously,
Mhm,
but I mean, I feel it's well run. Your officials are great. There's never been an incident. I think it's great.
I'm gonna tell you, I am so proud of every one of my officials. I've had my license for 15 years. Oh no, I'm sorry, I'm lying. 10 years. I've had my license for 10 years. John Silver, as a matter of fact, and I got our license in Manny DeBritto. We all got our license in the same class.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And these guys are top-notch referees. And I have people who have been refereeing for a long time that don't have that, like George Mendes.
Mm-hmm.
George Mendes never got his patch, but he's one of the best referees.
He is.
Yeah.
He is.
And the thing is, he cracks me up when, especially when he's doing kids. That's the best time because he'll call a foul and he'll explain to them why you can't do this.
Yeah, trying to teach him. He's trying to teach him.
That's the whole thing.
That's
That's what I
right.
loved about George.
Especially with, like, to your point, especially with the young kids. You want to.
And I miss George. I miss Ray Holtman.
Ray Holtman. Ray.
I miss Dave.
Love those
Holtman.
guys, man.
I miss all those guys. The only one that's been with me from day one and is still there, just about making it up the court. You hear me, Mike? Don't get on me about that.
He can't make up the court like he used to.
No.
He stays at half
Hey,
court.
Con.
Yeah. No, he doesn't stay at half court. Okay, he gets up and down, but I pick on him all the time.
Yeah.
I pick on, especially since he rooted against my Celtics, but we won't get into it.
I'll tell you what, when I get to retirement, that's what I want to do. I want to referee, like,
Why wait for retirement?
Yeah, why wait?
got the time.
I know.
You know
Listen
what I'm
to
saying?
me. Listen to me. What they've been doing, and I don't know if they're going to go back to actual classes in the schools like they were doing, because they used to do it at Taunton High School. Okay. Now they've been doing it online.
Okay.
Okay. So online, you can sit there with the book and right in front of you. Well, how they going to tell what you're doing? Okay. Do you know how much they get paid for one game for varsity? $96.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
That's for an hour.
for an hour.
Okay. Now
Do
you
a couple
go-
games.
You go do a freshman game. Okay. Early in the afternoon.
Yeah.
That's $76. They ask you to stay over for the JV game. Okay. It's $152. So you're making more than the varsity refs. It's a good paying job. Now, have I gone out there since I had my license as a referee? I've refereed scrimmages and stuff, but I haven't actually done a high school game because I don't have the time because I have to do the BBA.
Yeah.
You know, and I swear to God, I wasn't going to ref the BBA. I refed 8 games the other night. You know, between 2 nights, I refed 8 games. So
Wow.
it's a lot of fun.
Yeah. That's what I want to do. That's why, like, retired is have, like, I can still get my exercise in, make that extra money.
Get it now.
So I can use.
Exactly.
Okay. I got you.
As a matter of fact, that's one of the other things I want to do with the BBA is I want to have a referee school. But I want to start early. I want to start the kids at 16. They can't referee till they're 18. But the way I look at it is have them come to classes, have them learn, commit 1 year after you get your license to the BBA. Okay, then you can go wherever you still can go wherever you want. But I'm just saying for the summertime.
Yeah.
And when you turn 18, you take your test, you get your license. You've been reffing for 2 years now. It's under your belt. The chances on you staying freshman are very low because you already have the experience, and you can get moved on to varsity quick.
Yeah.
You know, and the younger you get started, I that's why I have a lot of respect for John Silver because John Silver is doing college games, and I'm so proud of him. I'm so proud of him, and to know he was one of the originals of the BBA. You know, so
Gary,
guys make me feel old.
yeah, I played in the back. I don't think I was there for like the first year, like the draft or whatever. But I feel like the year or two after.
Yeah.
And I played with Randy Machado. I remember playing with him there, going down that dirt road. We used to park in the back. Park in the back.
There, fellas.
You know.
So
they're building 7 houses back there.
Oh man.
We won't get into that. That's another thing.
So my question for you is, you know, you were at your house for 10 years. Like, at what point did you say, "Hey, I'm looking for to move this to a complex or make it bigger with
After
more
about
courts"?
the first year.
1 year, really?
I'm serious.
Yeah.
I'm serious. I was always looking forward to moving it and finding land to do something.
So you saw this like big. You saw this.
I had
vision.
this vision.
Yeah.
I still got a vision.
Yep.
You know, I still got a vision. And everybody, especially my wife, she does this to me all the time. You should be happy with what you've got. Look at what you've done. And I have to keep reminding her, no, look at what we've done.
Right.
Okay. Because it's not just me.
Yeah.
But I said, I won't be happy. I made my mom's a promise. My mom just turned 95 on June 16th. And I made her a promise.
95.
That I was going to have the building built before anything happened to her. So that's what I'm striving for, because I told her I want you to give Dad a straight review.
Yeah.
You saw it, even though he's seen it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's the one that started it. Yeah, he
yeah.
put that
but,
in your
you know,
mind.
it's man, I gotta do this. I gotta do this, guys. This is, you know, people say, look, you're done. I'm like, no, I'm not done. The building's not done. Now here's the deal. Let's talk about the building. I've been trying for 16 years to get a 30-year lease.
The building that you're going to be building on the complex.
I've been trying for 16 years to get a 30-year lease. We finally got it on March 27th, which was my dad's birthday. That's when I signed.
Wow.
And that was done by accident, because when we were signing, I didn't even realize the date. And then when they said, don't forget to put the date, and I put it down, I went, it's my father's birthday. You know, I guess he was trying to tell me something.
Yeah.
But when we started this, the price for the building was $862,000 for 65,000 square feet of steel. Just the steel.
Just the steel.
Okay. It's now 3.6 million. Okay.
Yeah.
So now I have to build it in stages. What I'm going to do is I'm going to build a big court first that hosts 12 to 1,600 people, because I want it to be different than Mass Premier or Dana Barrows and all these places. And then we'll build the other courts later. But I want to build that one. And I got a special thing that I'm working on that I can't really say, but you guys are going to be surprised as hell if we pull this off.
Yeah.
You'll be surprised as hell. It's going to be fun.
Yeah.
I feel you will.
Well, I'll tell you, $2 million to build 150 by 150 building. That's how much it's going to cost.
Damn.
Yeah. Tell me about it.
Yeah.
Tell me about it. So I'm pushing to do it, and we'll see what happens.
I do feel like, you know, a complex like that is needed around here. Right, because you have, like you said, you got like Dana Barrows, you got the
in the worst way.
You know, what do we have around here for that? You know.
Yeah. Well, they're trying to build a rec building in Dartmouth. You know.
Are they really?
Oh yeah. It's gonna look a lot like the BBA.
Yeah.
Gee, I wonder where they got that.
Yeah. Wow.
From.
There's a lot going on in Dartmouth.
Yeah.
A lot going on in Dartmouth.
All of a sudden, they want to build a building, but they don't have the money.
Yeah.
They don't have, their building's gonna. They said $15 million. I said, you out of your mind? What are you building?
Yeah.
Are you building everything out of gold?
So the town wants to do that?
Not the town, certain individuals in the town that have been, and we'll get into it more, that have been against the BBA forever.
Because it's not them.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I hear you.
Right.
Okay, we're gonna get into that. But I want to stay right at the beginning too. So the first year, I want you to talk about the first year of the league, because obviously you had growing pains. All of a sudden you're having this league. And just, you know, you set the rules and everything like that. You got these people in and out of your yard, you know, and obviously as it progressed, you've gotten better each year, understanding the mistakes you made. So talk about the first year or two, that transition.
The thing that was tough the first year was making the schedules. Matter of fact, I had to go to Robbie Mendes and ask him for his computer. It was so long ago. Floppy disk.
Floppy disk.
It was a floppy disk. You know, because I was making the schedules, I could do it and everything, but I wanted to do it the easy way.
Yeah.
So finally, you know, Robbie got me a copy and I put it in. Boom. Schedules came right up. I had to go through to make changes and stuff. That probably was the toughest part of it.
Yeah.
Getting the shirts done. My neighbor did them. Matter of fact, somebody told me they have one of the original old jerseys.
Wow.
And they got two little basketballs over here. It says BBA.
Yeah.
Now, do you guys realize how we got the name of the BBA?
No.
I thought it was because
Burgo Basketball Association.
Me. Yeah, nothing. There was Billy Johnson and you guys. We were sitting around, we're all standing around when we were talking about the league, and I said, okay, guys, so what are we going to call the league? And I think it was Billy that said BBA. And I went, huh? BBA? What the heck?
You were sitting in your living room.
Yeah. And he goes, Burgo Basketball Association. It's in your yard, Mr. B.
Yeah.
And I went, sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
Now we have rights to that name.
Yeah.
We have exclusive rights to that name. So
wow.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So talk about like, and that's what I want to get into. I really want people to understand, like, we were playing basketball in your backyard. You decided to have this league, but to have this league, you're gonna have people involved for free. All right. To develop a committee, you needed a president or commissioner and all this stuff. So talk about how you put all that together. This first year of BBA.
First year of BBA. Oh God, did I get in trouble? No, I didn't get in trouble. He put me in trouble. I rest his soul. I'm gonna name him in a second.
Oh boy.
But we put all the teams together. Everybody was playing basketball. Edmund was part of the first.
Yeah.
He was part of the first board.
Mm-hmm.
So was Richie. Richie, God rest his soul. Richie McLeod.
Yep.
Adam Mello.
Adam Mello.
Yep.
Yeah.
Adam.
Lance, who's
Lance.
still there. I'm trying to think of who else. Oh, the man who I'm gonna mention his name. Dude, Gerald Wills.
Gerald Wills. Gerald Do Wills.
God rest his soul.
God bless his soul.
That man got me in so
Marcus
much
Wills'
trouble.
dad. Yeah. Yeah.
He
Dad.
got me in so much. We had drafted all the teams. Okay. And I never forget this. Lyle Silver started this. And now you guys know why he's a lawyer. Okay, 'cause that boy's mouth never.
Oh, he
shut
loves
up.
to argue.
Oh my God. Okay. So now we're sitting at the draft. Sitting at the table. Everybody's there around. And I got on the paper. I wasn't being sneaky. I put his real name. Anthony DePina.
Yeah.
Tony DePina.
Tony DePina. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So Ralph, Lyle, what you trying to pull here, Mr. B?
Yeah.
What you trying to pull? You don't want any of us to know so you can get them? And I said to him, Lyle, here's the deal. You want them? You got them. I said, but you're going to have to promise me you're going to handle them.
Yeah.
Because when Tony got mad, oh, man, I'm telling you, I said, the reason I want Tony on my team, and I said, I'm going to tell everybody right now, his name is Tony DePina. Not Anthony. His real name is Anthony, but it's Tony DePina. I said, Tony DePina is there. If any, Kelly Berger and all those guys, I said, anyone you want them, draft them now. So all those people did not draft them. Boy, did they make a mistake. But anyway, so I ended up with Tony. Okay. So it goes on from there. Now I got Ray Wills, which is Gerald's brother, on my team.
Yeah.
So we all went outside. We started scrimmaging, having fun, whatever it was. The 9 teams we had out there, everybody played.
Yep.
Ray calls me up the next day, and we're having a meeting at my house. Ray calls me up the next day and he says, "Hey, Steve, I can't play." I said, "Ray, why can't you play?" He goes, "My knees from the asphalt blown up." I'm like, "Oh, man." I said, were you able to go to work?" He goes, "Nope." He goes, "Nope, and my wife is mad at you." So I said, "Okay, I'm going to have to replace you." So I went to Gerald. I said, "Hey, Gerald," because we made Gerald the commissioner of the players.
Yep.
I said, "Gerald, look, you deal with it. We got to replace him." He goes, "Okay, no problem." He looks at the list. He says, "I got him for you." And I looked at the name. I said, no. You're not going to do that to me. I said, "Don't even think about it." He says, Why don't you want me to do it?" I said, "Because everybody's going to say it was rigged. Everybody's going to say it was rigged." I said, "What are you talking?" He said, "What are you talking about?" I said, "You going to answer to these guys when they say who you're giving to me?"
Yeah.
He goes, "Let them come to me." And I'm like, "Oh, they won't do that."
I remember this, but who was it?
Jeffrey Clark.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Jeffrey Clark. Oh, man, did I hear it? Oh, God. And I pointed to Gerald.
Yep.
And I said, "And the other one?" And I know you remember this, Edmund. We're sitting there, and I'm saying this guy's playing. And everybody's telling me, no, he's not. And I said, yes, he is. I just got off the phone with him. No, he's not. I said, okay, you guys don't want to draft him. I'll draft him at the end of the draft. Nobody drafted him.
Why did you think he did
Ryan Bland. Nobody believed
That's
that
right.
Ryan Bland
I
was going to
play. Yeah, because Ryan was he was like you couldn't find him.
Yep.
Yeah.
I found him. 52 points later in one game. I found him.
Facts.
Yep. And then he also gave me Vinny Gardman, the coach from.
You did have a bomb squad that first
I had
year.
a bomb squad.
You did. Now I'm thinking about it. I'm like, yeah, people were pissed. He's like, yo, come on.
Time out.
Of all the teams, Mr. B got the
Wait a
fifth
minute,
squad.
Wait a minute. I drafted him, Vinny Gardman.
Yeah.
He was there for everybody, but nobody knew who he was. Not even me.
Hey, Hey, one thing I gotta say, he had a strategy from the beginning to
Oh,
this.
hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We were all
The truth
sleeping
comes
on
out.
him. We were
I
all
had a
sleeping on
bomb
him.
squad.
Yo,
Are
he
you
did.
kidding me?
Oh yeah, his
And
whole squad.
remember this, out of the 10 years in my backyard, we won 5.
Yeah.
The
And
truth is
it was
coming
a
out.
big conspiracy.
Yeah.
It was a big conspiracy of all teams.
Oh man, you
Of
gonna
all-
stop being like Randy Butler? Give me a break. And I ended up with Ricky Taylor.
Yep.
Ricky Taylor was what, 6'8",
Yep.
7?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm like, I'll take him. He was in the draft. Nobody picked him. Nobody knew who Ricky
What
Taylor
was?
Yeah.
Nobody knew who Ricky Taylor was, and I forgot who it was to tap me on my shoulder. Say, hey, right there. I said, who is he? He goes, just trust me. You're gonna be
Yeah,
happy.
he played UMass, right?
Yes, he did. He
Yeah.
played for Real Pontiac.
Yep. Yeah,
He
Pontiac.
played for Pontiac. Yep. And I ended up with Ricky Taylor, and then, oh
Well-
God. Then I ended up with Ronnie Ash.
Ronnie.
Come on.
my
What's up, Ronnie?
What up, Ronnie Ash?
Ronnie has started so much. I love Ronnie
Yeah.
to the end of the earth. Okay, that's my boy.
Yeah.
But you had to play 6 games.
Yeah.
We kept track of it. Now Gerald went through the books. Okay, because Gerald kept the books. Gerald went through the books to see if he played 6 games.
Mm-hmm.
And Gerald comes, yeah, he can play in the championship. He played 6 games. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
He tells Randy Butler he didn't play 6 games. Till this day, Randy Butler says I rigged it. Till this day. Till this day. Okay. And I'm like, you're only wishing. We beat you. We beat you fair and square. That's all there is to it.
Yeah.
But yeah, those were the good days.
Yeah, that was a good
Those
day.
were- and that first
That's
year,
when we had fun.
that first year was, oh man,
It was
that first year was special.
oh yeah.
Mhm.
That first year was
There's a lot of
special.
joy just doing it at
Yes.
the beginning.
We just had fun.
Yeah.
You know, there weren't many arguments.
No.
Oh,
You know, maybe a couple here and there, but you know, it's I mean, in my team that first year, this is before I ended up with the rest of the guys. We got blown out. I don't think we won a game. I don't think we won a game. Matter of fact, I had Marlon Burns on my team too.
Yeah.
I had
That's what I
Marlon Burns,
said.
who never showed up for a game.
MV.
He showed up for, I think it was 2 games. I had to go pick him up in far early. Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
God rest his soul too. He's
Yeah,
gone.
yeah.
But man, those years, I love what I've done at the BBA. I really do. But that backyard was special.
It was special.
That backyard.
Yeah, because I feel like everyone like knew each other.
Yeah.
So like we're now, you have an awesome
You know what
league.
it remind me of? Sandlot.
Sandlot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, everyone.
Everybody knew everybody, and everybody got along with everybody.
Competitive, fun,
Oh God.
right?
Oh God. I'll never forget the shot that Tion made. He was on Randy Machado's team from 3/4 court
Mm-hmm.
with 2 seconds left in the game
Mm-hmm.
to beat Charlie's team. I think it was Charlie's team.
Charlie DePino.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or was it yours?
It was my team.
It was your team? Okay. That shot was like on net. That thing was
No, I was on Tion's team.
okay.
I was
All
on
right,
I was
all
on
right,
that
all right.
team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a shot and a half. That was a shot and a half. That boy threw that ball up and I said, uh-oh. That thing's going in.
So many good players.
Oh,
go through.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Crazy.
if you think about it, we had, when you came down to it, we had 7 Division I ball players.
Yeah.
That ended up playing
Yep.
at one time or another.
Yeah.
One time or another.
Yeah. There was some great ball
Exactly,
players there.
yeah.
Yeah.
And what
awesome.
you guys don't know is I had the coach from University of Pennsylvania call me to send his team up here to play.
Oh yeah.
Because we were sanctioned by the NCAA.
Oh, that's right.
And the thing was, and I had to tell him no, because I said, you can send your guys, but they're all going to be on different teams. I said, because you can only have 3 guys from an NCAA team on
On team. Yeah.
So he never sent them.
Mm.
Wow.
Because I don't know how the hell he heard about it, but he said he heard there was a lot of talent.
Yeah, absolutely.
There was some serious talent. down
Yeah,
there.
there was. There's some
You
ball
know what that
players.
reminded me of? It reminded me of my days at Buntwood Park.
Mm-hmm.
It really did.
So much talent in New Bedford,
Oh,
New Bedford, Fall River area. Like,
Oh my! And now the sad thing about it is that a lot of these talented kids aren't playing.
I'm not
Yeah.
They're
playing.
too busy running the streets.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that bothers me.
Yeah.
Because
Even
they
back then,
feel
even
like
though
I'm not doing my job.
Yeah.
even back then, the ones that would run the streets to play ball.
Yeah.
They still play ball.
Yeah, but now you got West End, South End, North End, all this stupidity.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, stupidity.
Mhm.
And half of these kids, they're killing each other.
Don't even know why.
No, they're cousins.
That's true. Yeah,
They're cousins.
yeah.
Okay. And I don't understand it. I don't understand it. But the BBA is there to try and get rid of that.
Yeah.
You know, I've been working hard to do that.
Mhm.
And everything's, man. It's getting scary now.
Why? Why is it getting scary? Speak on that.
Can I be honest with you?
I want.
I was seriously thinking about walking away
Why?
because of all the nonsense that's going on with parents.
Oh,
yeah. We'll get into that later, but let's talk about why it's getting scary.
Mm-hmm.
Because now I'm going to be on the books for $2 million that I got to pay back. That's what's scary about it. And I got to make sure that the place does the business to do it. It will.
Yeah.
It will. I'm not worried about that, but it's just I'm always going to be on edge. I'm always on edge now as it is.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm going to tell you something, guys. Since the BBA started, I haven't had a good night's sleep.
Yeah.
I'm serious. I'm always thinking of other things to do.
Yeah.
You know, always thinking. It's just like we just came into contact with Bobby Bernardo, who's South Coast United Soccer, who is now part of the BBA. And we, with the 30 acres, we ended up getting all 29. I mean, with the 30 years, we ended up, instead of having the 12 we got in the front, now we have all 29. So what Bobby's going to do, because he works for this big construction company in Boston, they're going to come down and tear the 11 acres up in the back because that's all that's usable because of the wetland. And they're going to put 4 soccer fields in.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And this guy has some serious connections. USA Soccer is talking about putting a turf field in their back parts, donating it. So I'm hoping for the best. And the other thing I'm going to do that the other soccer fields don't do is the high school is going to be able to use those fields whenever they need them.
Wow.
New Bedford lacrosse, Dartmouth lacrosse, whoever wants to use them is going to be able to rent them to use them.
So you're going to have 4 soccer fields besides like the building complex going up there.
Yes.
Plenty of parking and all.
Yeah. Well, I'm hoping about the parking, but
yeah.
Let me tell you something. We processed asphalt and leveled out behind the courts where the volleyball court is and everything for parking, because that's how much parking. I mean, I was telling you earlier, it's crazy, but we got 95 teams.
It's a lot of teams.
And that's down. We normally have about 120. That's what we've had the past 2 years. We're normally, but I don't have the coaches.
So how many divisions do you have, age groups?
It goes both boys and girls. They play separate. There's instructional league, which goes from 5 years old to 8. Okay. And then you go to 3rd and 4th grade. Then you go to 4th and 5th grade. 3rd and 4th grade, 5th and 6th grade, 7th and 8th grade, 9 and 10, then 11 and 12. And that's both boys and girls.
Wow.
So you have the girls league, you have the boys league. So, and my biggest division is 7th and 8th boys.
7th and 8th. Why is that the biggest division?
Because those are kids that want to play.
Yeah.
Girls, oh my God. They are the toughest people to get to play basketball. After they get out of that 7th and 8th grade, okay, they seem to just disappear. Just disappear. So I'm trying to keep that high school division going. And, it's like some people got mad at me this year because I had 2 high school division teams. I think we play each other. They play 10 games. They play 10 games against each other? No. So most of the girls on these teams are 8th graders going into 9th. My granddaughter's one of them going into 9th. And some of them are 9th graders. Some of them are 10th graders. Okay. So I mixed it with the 7th and 8th league.
Okay.
So everybody will get a chance to play.
Right. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh, what's the problem with that?
Oh man, it's not fair. You got high school girls playing and blah, blah, blah. And the team that did the most squawking beat both those teams.
Yeah.
And that's one of the reasons why I thought about walking away, because it's not the kids.
It's the parents.
It's the parents.
Yep.
And I won't say what town it was, but a couple of years ago, I threw a town out.
A town out?
A town. Well, they're from a certain
town. Yeah.
Matter of fact, we're all saying that they want to state championship this year. Okay. Okay. I threw them out of the league because of the antics, and the kids were little, but the parents were off the chart.
Yeah.
And now these parents of the team that's making all the squawk, we let them in the league late. I was asked, and I did a friend a favor, but the parents are crazy. They're crazy. I'm serious. This is not the NBA. This is not the WNBA. This is not the G League. This is a rec league for these kids to have fun. That's what it's supposed to be.
Mm.
You know, and I got these people yelling things on the sidelines and stuff, and I'm like, come on, people.
And that's like this is what I love sport, and I think what you're saying with these parents are losing the whole vision of what sport does for the kids. It teaches how to work with people, like work as a team. It teaches how to control your temper, how to
Mhm.
you know like to be a community.
Yep.
Right. And when you're a parent that's supposed to be leading by example, and you're the parent in the stands, and your kids seeing you
Acting like a
act
kid.
like that. So what do you think they're gonna act like in the court? What do you think they're gonna act like in life? What do you think they're gonna act like in the classroom?
When things don't go your way.
Exactly.
In life,
And
things
sport-
don't go your way.
And sports not about that.
Yeah.
The biggest thing is about sports, especially all the way up to high school, is to teach you life lessons to learn how to handle yourself as an adult.
Did you hear what you just said? Life lessons.
Right.
That is one of the major reasons we started the BBA.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And the thing is that I don't care if you're white, purple, green, orange, yellow. I don't care who you are. Okay. Come to the BBA and play ball. Because I want them to learn about different cultures.
Yes.
I wanted to learn what this person does and what that person does.
Right.
And guess what? Just because that person's that color doesn't mean I can't get along with them.
That's right.
Okay. Just because that person's from this country doesn't mean I can't get along with them.
That's right.
Okay. I had a kid come all the way from San Diego to come to my camp. Okay. You know why?
Why?
Because Avery Bradley was going to be there. That was his favorite player.
My kid was there for Avery Bradley.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this kid was Oriental, you know,
Mhm.
and he thought he was going to have a hassle. I'm like, not here.
Mhm.
Not here. Don't worry about it. I got your back.
Yeah.
You know, I had a discussion with somebody the other day. I won't say who it is, but I kind of threw him out for a little while. We talked, and I feel second chances to me are important.
Mm-hmm.
But he was treating it like it was the NBA or the WNBA, and he went off on one of my referees. And if you guys know anything about me, I protect my referees. You're not messing with my referees.
Yeah.
Okay. Even if they made a bad call, you're not messing with my referees.
Yeah.
They're humans. They're gonna make mistakes.
Right. 100%.
They're gonna make mistakes. Okay. And that's the way it is. But I'll tell you, it's the only reason I am not walking away from this, because I'm not saying I'm gonna walk away. I'm gonna turn it over to the young ones. You know, my sons and my board members and my new board members and my grandson, who's always said he's going to run the BBA, and he does a damn good job because he's in charge of all the scores and stuff, and kid's phenomenal. But there's going to come a time I'm going to have to do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
But until that building's
30
done,
years?
until that building's done, I'm not going nowhere. I'm not going nowhere.
Yeah. So you know, that leads me to, like, you have a lot more growth, like with the building. So that's going to be like, because right now it's summertime ball. So when the building comes year round, winter tournaments for high school kids, right?
24/7.
Yeah.
And there's something else I'm working on. B-Mags had Randy Butler on the show.
Yep.
Okay. You know Carlos that coaches Team Providence?
Yep.
Carlos and I have been talking, and Randy Butler and I have been talking. I've tried my best. I've talked to every AAU team in this area because I think it should be one.
Yes.
Because we're diluting the talent. Okay. None of them want to do it. Okay.
Why?
Money.
I didn't say that. You did.
I said.
You said.
I said. I'm guessing that's what it is. I'm guessing.
Everybody out there, I did not say that.
I'm guessing that's what it is.
Stand this, man.
All right, go ahead. But here's the thing. So I talked to Randy Butler, and I've talked to Carlos. They're both very interested. And Randy wants to do it when the building's up. And Carlos,
create your own?
The three of us all together.
Put all three of what?
All Butler basketball, Burgo basketball, and Providence, Team Providence, AAU programs all together.
And then you'll be so good you can compete all over.
That's the thing. That's the thing, and that's what I've been.
And get more eyes on this area of the country.
Exactly. That's what I'm trying to. But these other guys don't hear me. My wife already told me, knock it off. Don't do it. Don't talk to them anymore about it. You know, you want to talk to Carlos and Randy, that's fine. And that's what I'm doing. I'm going to do whatever it takes to get this done because I think we can go. Randy's already going all around the country. Yeah, he already goes all around the country. Okay, I can't do that yet because the talent I have isn't good enough to go. You know, they're good, but they're not D1 and stuff. But the thing is that now we can do this, and we can get coaches in here. You know, to come and see these kids, and that's why I'm building the building to sit 12 to 1,600 people. Because now we have big AAU games. And they come. And matter of fact, we're going to have one. We have one thing that's probably going to be twice the size of this room, width-wise, and it's going to be what they call a media room. And it's going to be up above the courts, and it's going to be all glass in the front of it. So scouts and broadcasters and all that stuff can come and sit and announce the games. And we've already talked to Stang about letting them do their home games there.
Okay.
You know, when they got a big game.
Yep.
So this was a few when what's his name? Oh God.
Oh, I know the state championship game.
No, I like the state championship.
That team there.
Yeah, but the thing is with Bryson and them. But the thing is that we talked to MIAA, and MIAA is behind using it as a neutral site.
Right.
They want to see it finished, though. They want to make sure we can hold it. You know.
Yep.
For the state championship?
No, not for the state championships. For
regional or something.
Tournament. Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Like
the games, they'll probably have the high school or something like that.
Well, here's the thing. It'll be a neutral site.
Yeah.
It'll be a neutral site for, you know, like if Brockton was going to play New Bedford.
Yeah.
Okay. They'd go there and play.
Yeah.
You know, so that's what we're working on. All right. You see, guys, I'm telling you, you guys don't understand. I got so much going on in my mind. So many things I want to do. But you know what they call it that doesn't let you do it? Money.
Yeah.
Money.
Yeah.
Yep. And the sad thing about it is I have a lot of money walking around the BBA and nobody will help.
Yeah. I hear you. That's tough. That's
yeah, it is. I've got one guy though, and I'm gonna say, can I say his name?
Go ahead.
A lot of people know him. His name is Dave Vermette. His father used to be
Dave.
Used to own
Vermette.
The man came up there last week. Said, Mr. B, I got something for you. And I said, what do you got for me? And he points to these two kids around the corner and says, come here. This boy brought me a 65-inch TV and said, this is for all you've done for the community.
Yeah.
I'm like, what are you doing? I'm not doing this for that.
Yeah.
Said, I don't care. Go put it in your car. It's going to your house. Okay. And then he's going to buy my wife a brand new computer.
Wow.
So she has something up to date to do all the schedules and all that stuff in the office.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, and he's building me a 24 by 16 shed for all my lawnmowers and stuff. And he's helping raising money to do the courts on the bottom half that are cracked.
He does do a lot for the community. I feel like he gives back a lot from what I see.
Well, I get a lot of things about him. Oh, you got to be careful about.
Yeah.
The man has done nothing to me.
Right.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I've known his father and his stepmother, Rose Vermette, for years because she was magistrate of court. My mother was clerk of court. So they worked very close together. And I've been in her house, the whole 9 yards. If the man wants to help me, I'm not going to tell him no.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
He's completely turned his life around.
Yes, he has.
Right.
And he's
because everybody tells me the negative stuff.
Yeah, and he's giving back now.
I've known him since high school.
Yeah.
The whole thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But he's turned his life around.
I'm very
he's
proud.
Always,
I'm very
and he
proud.
treats
He's involved with us, and he got Home Depot. No, he got Lowe's.
Yep.
And I got Home Depot. Home Depot just gave me $5,100 in gift cards to buy the material to build the shed.
Yeah.
Okay. Lowe's did the same thing for the siding and the roofs and the garage door.
That's
and all
awesome.
That stuff.
Yep.
You know, they don't have to do that.
Yeah.
But Dave said to me, and it made me feel good. He says, before I did what I did for you, he said, I stood on the sidelines and I watched.
Mm-hmm.
He said, I saw a car wash at your place one day. So I drove in there and I watched all the kids that were washing the cars and stuff to make money for AAU. Okay. And he said, I have to help these people.
Yeah. He's good like that. I give him props.
I give him all the props.
He's good like that.
He does not have to do that.
Yeah, 100%.
He does not have to.
And that story is a lesson too. Like I always believe that you always got to watch how you move. Wherever you go, because you don't know who's watching. You know, if you go into a place of, a public place and you're acting a fool, and you think you're having a good time, whatever. And then the next day you got a job interview. That person that saw you act like a fool was in that same room last night when you was acting like a fool.
Right.
Oh yeah.
So
you don't know who's there.
You don't know who's there, and like that just came to my mind. Because what if the kids that washing the cars wasn't acting right? You're not getting the stuff that he wants to donate to you or give to you, and help the league.
You know what was nice that happened that day? I had 2 friends of mine come up to me, did not get their cars washed. Okay, handed me each $100 bill.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
And said, "This is for what you're trying to do."
Mm.
And I'm like, "Okay, thank you."
Yeah.
I was in shock.
Yeah.
I was in shock. But there's still really good people.
There is
a ton of good people.
Oh God! But the problem is it's the few.
Yep.
That outshade the good.
Yep.
You guys know why I started the BB. I think you understand. You knew before I even said part of it.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is that it's going strong. It's getting even stronger, and I want this area to be known for producing good basketball players and good kids. Okay,
there's a lot of talent here.
Yeah, but nobody's. I just don't understand it. I don't understand it.
Let's get into that, because there is a lot of talent, and there's a lot of talent not in physical talent, educationally. Like, we have a lot of smart kids. Is it our fault, but as a community, are we against each other too much? We're not together enough to get the people to notice us.
Yeah, definitely.
So, like, speak on that, because I believe that.
I asked you a question. I want you to answer this.
Okay.
And Derek, you can answer because you heard the answer. Because I'm not going to say it.
Mm-hmm.
Who gets in the way with jealousy and everything more in this area? What people
gets away with it?
No, gets
in the way.
Gets in the way. Our own people.
Who is that?
Cape Verdean people.
Thank you.
Yes.
And I'm not you. You heard him.
I'm saying. No, I'll say it.
I'm telling you right now. I've had a lot of problems with a lot of people in Dartmouth. Not a lot of people. I cannot. In all honesty, it's a very select few.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But it's the people in power. Okay. And my back is bleeding. It's not from the people in Dartmouth. It's from my Cape Verdean people.
Why? Why do you think?
I've been told all kinds of things. I don't care what it is. What they need to know, okay, whether you believe it or not, I am not there for the black man. I am not there for the white man. I'm not there for the Chinese. I'm there for every single one of these kids. I had a bunch of kids playing at the BBA about 2 months ago. A bunch of kids today from New Bedford. And I drove over the courts, mind you, to get over to talk to them. And I said to them, I said, "What are you doing here?" No, what? You don't want us here? I said, "No." Did you hear those words out of my mouth?
Mm-hmm.
I asked you, "What are you doing here?" And they said, "What do you mean?" I said, "They just did Butler Park. Richard Leary went with me, came to me, and I helped him pick the colors, design the courts just like us. And I told him to put a 94, put 84, and He said, "You got beautiful courts down Butler Park. How come you're not there?" You know what the answer was to me? Because we don't have to look over our shoulder. You want to talk about sit down in your seat?
Yeah.
I looked at those kids and I said, "It's about damn time you got here."
Yeah.
Okay? I don't care who plays at the BBA. I don't care. Just come there and act right. That's all I'm asking.
Berto, someone wants to call in.
Mike wants to call in.
We got to set up the phones. I didn't even set up the phones. I need you. I was going to tell you that, but can you get the phone,
please?
Around the corner.
So can I just say one thing? Because to your point,
please.
you want kids to go there. I feel like now, especially, we're out of your backyard. I mean, you got kids coming from
everywhere.
Wareham, Rochester.
We go as far as Bourne.
Right.
Bourne in Newport.
Right.
Okay.
To go to your summer league.
Yes.
I mean, that's big time. You got.
Yeah. Yep. And again, I told you I had a kid that came for camp for San Diego. He ended up staying and finishing the season.
Yeah.
Okay. I've had kids come down from Boston. I have one that his mother called me the other day. I don't know if you remember Matt General.
The name sounds
He's
familiar.
from Dartmouth.
Yep.
He ended up playing at Tabor. I
Yep.
trained him for a long time.
Yep.
And his cousin, who lives in Needham, comes down here every summer to play. And they called me and said to me, Mr. B, we got something for you. And I said, what's that? She said, he's out of high school. He's going to college now. He doesn't need it anymore. Can you come up and get our shooting machine?
Nice, yeah.
Give me a Dr. Dish.
Yeah.
Senator Montigny just donated a $9,000 CT Dr. Dish to us.
Wow.
Yep. And I got to say that because he did right by us.
Yeah.
He did right by us. Because when I felt he wasn't doing right, I said it too.
I hate
you know, but Montigny's been good to us.
That made me happy that you said that.
Yeah. And matter of fact,
I question,
you know Anthony Center?
No.
Okay. Anthony and him are like this. They're tight. And Anthony was the reason why he got involved and came down and gave us that. But
I mean, that's the thing is like for this community, we don't have a dome, like an inside basketball.
No.
Even like outside, where do the kids go to play outside the summer league?
Yep.
You know, they have like inside Foxford or whatever.
Yep.
I mean, that complex would be complete with an inside and an outside. You know,
if I have anything to say about it, it's going to be.
Yeah.
It's going to be. But the thing that bothers me is, matter of fact, Mike Cohn was trying to call in, Mike Show. Somebody said to him, so when is this so-called building that he's talking about going to come along?
Yeah.
Might know what my answer is? So when are you going to give me some money to help me build it?
Yeah.
Okay. My thing is this. This has taken a long time. It's taken a lot longer than I've wanted it to.
So the community can't help out more?
Community can help out or whatever they want. Any community help that we can get, we will jump all over.
Like I'm saying, like when I say community, I'm talking like politicians, cities, towns. I mean,
yeah, anybody can help. Anybody,
because it's for the kids.
Everything is political.
You're right.
Okay, New Bedford, which makes no sense to me. New Bedford can help out financially because it's in
Dartmouth. Yep.
Just like Dartmouth couldn't help out financially if it was in New Bedford.
Right.
But my ratio is 50-50.
Yeah. It's all kids. Yeah. Right?
Yeah. I have 50% New Bedford kids there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So don't give me this stuff that you can't help out. There's New Bedford kids here.
Yeah.
They should be able to help out.
Make a donation or something.
I'll give you an example. Every bank that is out there, they are allotted $250,000 a year that they have to give out for community development.
Yep.
Okay. Believe me, I've tried.
Yeah.
Hasn't happened yet.
Really? Yeah.
Hasn't happened yet. But you think about it. If 5 banks in this area did that for us, right, what kind of a jump that would be?
Right.
And the problem is everybody's saying to me, and these are people who are talking about donating. Once you get that big donation, we'll donate.
Right. Right. It's that first one.
Yeah.
No, it's that first one.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. So
wow.
It's cool.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I can't win for losing.
I want to talk about like how the community is going against. And this is what I have to I'm gonna say it. Like I feel like, and just some people, I don't want to call it jealousy, but some people, like if you're in the top spot and everybody wants to be a chief, nobody wants to be an Indian.
Mm-hmm.
You can't choose that spot for you. Because the universe or the consumer or whoever is the top spot for, so just ride the coattail for the sense of the big picture. Mm-hmm. That's how I look at it. I think that maybe people just want to, like, they're just human nature. Maybe I don't want to use the word jealousy. I don't think it's. You think it's jealousy?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's be honest. Let's say because they're jealous, because maybe it's not them, maybe it's not somebody else. Yep. But at the end of the day, why does it matter whoever's in that spot if the greater good is being developed? Like.
Berto, let me ask you a question. How long have you known me?
Oh, like 30 years. Like,
Eric, how long have you known me?
Yeah, 30
plus years.
Yeah.
Okay. When I did this, and I want a straight answer from you guys. You can say it too, Edna. Did I ever do this for the money?
No.
No.
There's never been a dime in it for me.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, and I'm going. Anybody who wants to call me out on that, be my guest, because I want to know. I drive a 2007 Odyssey that turns into Mercedes at night and a Lamborghini in the day. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you got one of those too?
Oh yeah. I want these people to let me know where all this money has gone that I'm supposedly making. We've been saving from day one, the day we started that complex in Dartmouth. Okay, I'd say about 3 years in, we started saving because we got the concession bill.
Yeah.
Okay, we've been saving every year just to have money to get this thing started. Okay, I've asked a lot of politicians and a lot of people in town and a lot of people out of town for all the money. The only guy that I had that no, I can't say that because I got to say this here and now. You people who saw what happened this weekend was well deserved. And that was Tavares Brothers Way.
Yes.
Because one of the first people to help us were the Tavares Brothers.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Okay. They did a concert at Venus de Milo that raised $10,000 for me. Okay. Then after that happened, I had a doctor, God rest his soul, Dr. Jack Noyes, who passed away, whose wife gave me over $150,000 to do the road.
Wow.
That's why the road is called Jack Noyes' Memorial Boulevard. Okay. So there are people out there. But I had a young man, he was my age, so that's old. His name was Jerry Jordan. He is a philanthropist. He's how can I say it? He deals in stocks and bonds and all that stuff. That man gave us 60 grand. He built the house down on Mission Point. It was $23 million. I had to go in that house to visit him one day. I had to put stuff on my feet to walk.
Yeah.
Because of the cherry wood floor.
Oh, yeah.
Then he takes me downstairs. He's got a bowling alley downstairs. Okay.
Wow.
And I mean, you know those MTV cribs?
Yeah.
There ain't nothing on it. He had a guest house that was $8 million.
Wow.
Okay. So now what happens is the guy who built this house did something to a bird refuge.
Yeah.
Destroyed it. So they came at him about it. They blamed him for it. And they made him rebuild it. He turned around and told me, you ain't getting another penny. I said, what do I got to do with this?
Yeah.
He says, you live in Dartmouth.
The town.
I said, I have nothing to do with the town of Dartmouth. I said, I try and pull myself away from the town of Dartmouth. From the day it started, I've never wanted Dartmouth money involved in this. Okay, from politics whatsoever. I wanted to do it on our own because I was a dummy at that time. But anyways, I wanted to do it on our own. So he turned around, sold his house for $10 million, cost him $23 million to build it.
He sold it for $10 million?
For $10 million and built the same house in Sandwich. Now he lives in Sandwich and I can't even get in to talk to him. So this guy who gave me $60,000 in one summer, who was willing to help us, who was willing to throw a party at his house with all his rich friends to raise money. And we lost that.
So
I just want to say, remember we had David Silva?
I was just gonna say that.
David who?
Dave, is it Dave Silva?
Silvera.
Dave Silvera.
Oh, you talking
the contract? He's a architect contractor.
Yeah, he's my architect.
Yeah, he had issues with
With
the
the
town
town.
on the
my
time.
God. He's had issues with this town from day one.
Why though? Why is the town?
So
like
it's the
this?
town. The town is a common denominator,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. See, I don't know if you guys know, but they talked me into 4 weeks before it happened, before the election, to run for selectman. I was a writing candidate.
Right. I saw that.
Stan Mickelson got 881 votes. Now, this was just 4 weeks we worked. We got 801.
Oh.
Okay, nobody's ever done that as a writing candidate. And everybody tells me if I was on the ballot, there was no way he was going to win. But I thank God that I didn't win. I thank God that I didn't win. Because I'm going to tell you, I got a big mouth.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of things that would have came out in the town of Dartmouth.
Yeah.
I would have spoke up against a lot that's going on.
Yeah.
Because there is, if you think about it, gentlemen, think about this seriously. City of New Bedford, town of Dartmouth, town of Fairhaven, wherever. Every baseball, basketball, soccer diamond that is made, except for Cushing, I'm lying. Cushing did well by their kids for baseball. Private entity owns it. DYAA, private. Dartmouth Soccer, private. BBA, private. Dartmouth Lacrosse, private. New Bedford Lacrosse, private. New Bedford Soccer, private. Who else? Everything is private. There's nothing that's done by the government to help.
That's
Now,
weird.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy because
Talk about investing in your children.
Right.
that's what I was just.
These
gonna
are all
say.
kids.
Your most profitable investment is youth. And when you drive into BB, what's the first thing you see? It says it's all about the youth.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and these people don't get it. These people don't get it, and that's what worries me because I've been through. I know David's been through some changes, but I've been through a whole lot more than David.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
A whole lot more.
Yeah.
Are we seeing this lack of investment in the youth in way we see in society today? We're seeing because 30 years ago it wasn't like this.
No,
We, and now
it's a lack of discipline. Lack of discipline.
And a lack of discipline because we're not investing in youth in complex like yourself, where kids can go and learn these life lessons to learn how to handle themselves when they become adults.
Let me tell you something. For the past 20 years, I don't care who was president or who wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
The major problem with society is there's a lot of single parents.
100%.
Yes.
Okay. And the problem is that they have to work. So they're not there for their kids. I have kids that play in my AAU team that have raised themselves. Literally have raised themselves. Okay. They can't afford to play AAU. So what we do is we give them a scholarship. Okay. Because I'm not going to deprive that child from playing. We have a lot of parents that it's not their choice. It's not their choice. It's just the way society.
The way it is. Yeah.
And it's sad. There's no such thing as like when my father and mother, both my father and mother worked, but my grandparents were next door. That's how it was.
We grew up in a community.
Yes. And what's happened now is everybody's gone their own ways.
Yes.
I'm in Dartmouth. My son's in the Cushionet.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody's gone this, but my family is family. We're tight. And you guys know that.
Yeah.
We're tight. I go to every single one of my grandchildren's, and I got 8 of them. Okay. There's 4 of them that have aged to play. 2 have aged out. But the thing is that every game that they play, I try and make. My wife and I try and make. That's the way it should be. Because I remember the days when I was going to Dartmouth High School, when you looked up and there was nothing but sold out.
Yeah.
Vogue. You'll be playing that same night. New Bedford, Stang, Fairhaven. I don't care where.
Yeah.
You go to all 5 of those arenas, they were sold out.
Yeah.
It was an event for the community.
Yeah. You don't see that anymore.
No, you don't.
You don't see that anymore.
You couldn't even get in Bedford High.
No. You go, let me put it this way. When I was coaching at Well-Away, I had more grandparents that came to the game than parents.
Yeah.
We went 4 years. We won 5. We won 4 Dias championships. We lost 1 game in all 5 years. None of the parents come to the games. How do you do that?
I know.
How do you do that?
I want to watch my kid practice. Never mind the games.
Tell me about it.
Yeah.
Tell me about it. But the thing is that I'm never going to change. I'm here. God willing, I'll be here for a long time. I'm here to do whatever I can to change things. And I started with you guys, and it looks like you guys turned out pretty good. All 3 of you.
Yeah.
All 3 of you.
Yeah.
And I'm not taking credit for that.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying.
But the league had influence on it.
Yeah, 100%.
You were around a good atmosphere.
Yes.
The pool.
Yeah.
Grill.
Yeah.
And more than anything, the mosquitoes.
I was thinking about that like half an hour earlier. I was like, I got these bugs, yo.
I remember seeing Randy Butler one time on the bench, and he had a hoodie on, and all you saw was a little tiny hole.
Yeah. You don't want to have the late game. The late game? Oh.
Hell no. No.
Ah, man, the late game was tough because the combination of the bugs and the sweat, and they were attracting all that.
Bring your off spray.
Yeah.
Yup. You had the off spray on the table.
Yeah. And you spray and they said, so what?
Yeah.
You said, so what? But oh man. I don't regret anything.
No.
If I had to do it over again, I'd do it again.
Miss B, I want to give you like your flowers because a lot of the guys that came to your home that first year, all right? And I'm gonna say it. We all came from, if it was not single family homes, poor homes, and just deprived homes. And we're going to this, please excuse what I'm saying, a black man's home who has a court in his backyard. That's a big deal.
I'm black. I can call other things. I can tell you about that.
But I'm going to say, because this is how I looked at it.
Yeah.
I see a black man who
in Dartmouth
that has a beautiful home, that has a court in his backyard. That's a big deal. You may not think that's a big deal for where I came from.
Yeah.
That's a big deal. Yeah. And you sharing that with people from our neighborhood. Like it's to me, how I looked at it, where it's probably almost, it can give me the thought of I can achieve more than what I see on an everyday basis.
Well, the thing is that you got to understand something. And I say this with utmost respect. You kids were my kids, as far as I'm concerned. From the day I met you, okay? We had fun from day one.
Yeah.
From day one.
Like so welcoming. But
let me tell you
hospitality.
I'm going to tell you how I got myself in trouble. I was growing up with a girl by the name of Marianne when the show started. Okay, and I started seeing my wife. And I got married. And my wife looked at me and said, honey, I'm sorry, I'm just telling the truth. My wife said to me, and how long is this basketball thing going to go on? I said to myself,
forever.
And I said to her, it was here before you came. It's probably here when you're gone. And as soon as the words came out of my mouth, I said, you dummy. You are in so much trouble. And boy, was I in trouble. But at that time, I couldn't pull myself away from it.
What gives you that motivation? Because I'm sure it is tax on you. It takes a lot of time, I
hadn't been on a vacation for 17 years. 17 years before we decided to go to Disney World. I'm not kidding. 17 years.
And your wife is involved too.
But my wife is involved more than me. And I'm telling you guys, all the credit goes to that lady. That lady is so involved. She does the concession. She shops for the concession. She does she won't even let me do the referee schedules because she don't trust me. She won't even let me do the referee.
Women are good with that logistics stuff.
Let me tell you, she's a phenomenal accountant. People come from all over the place through her.
Yeah.
But the thing is that she does the schedule, she does it all. And what people don't see is that when we come home, okay, first of all, we don't leave that place till 10:30, 11 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
That's every day but Friday. Excuse me. That's every day but Friday. We got to clean the place out. My son Brent, my stepson Brent, my son Brent, they ain't no stepson. My son Brent would come from work. Okay, when he was working for UPS at one time, come do the dishes. Okay.
Wow.
He still does that somewhat from FedEx, but now he's got the 2 kids, so he's got to take the kids home.
Yeah.
And wash them up. But this is the investment. You know what I'm saying? And my wife and I go home, and I may sit down on the couch and watch a basketball game. She's in front of the computer putting the scores in and stuff and answering emails.
Yeah.
Do you know people are? It bothers me because people say, well, I didn't get an answer. I didn't get an answer. Oh, really? You want to sit down in front of the computer with 1,500 emails and try and answer?
They don't understand that. Yeah.
People don't. My daughter, Tori, took it upon herself this year to help her mother out, and she literally answered every single one of those emails. And we ain't paying her for that.
I used to send those emails to her.
Oh yeah, I know. But you were patient.
I was patient. But hey, so can I just speak on that? Because you know what they say, behind every successful business or there's a woman behind you supporting you.
So whatever behind, let me put it to you. This is my saying. Behind every good woman, there's a lucky man.
Okay, so that's
what I'm
too.
saying.
That too.
There's a very lucky man.
Yeah,
because I wouldn't have it any other way.
That's awesome.
I wouldn't have it any, and I want her to have all the credit. And they gave me Man of the Year in Dartmouth in 2005, and I was upset. because I thought she should have got Woman of the Year. Hell with me.
Yeah.
Okay, because that's how much
She does.
she means to me, and she does. Okay,
That's
don't
awesome.
let anybody ever tell you that Mr. B does it by himself, because that's not the truth.
Because I tell you what, like it's. I had this thing with women where I think their superpower is their mouth. And listen, what I have to say.
Careful.
No,
Yeah.
no, but listen. It's a big compliment because a woman with what she can say can make you feel like you can lift up a car. But she makes you feel like you're a piece
Can't lift up a flea.
Like a flea.
Exactly.
So if you have her behind you, that is supporting you in every possible way to make you feel like you can do it. You want to do it, but the fact you have her doing those things, because imagine if you didn't have her doing those things.
Oh crap!
You would not. You would probably tap out.
I probably would have had no hair left my
We'd be in the backyard.
Yes.
We'd still be in the backyard. Right? We'd still be
Yes.
in the backyard.
Yes. And so
Because my wife has saved me from opening this mouth at the wrong time.
Right.
My wife has saved me from saying things at select board meetings that should have been said, but shouldn't have. You get what I'm saying? Okay. I fought, and this is what these people need to understand. I'm going to tell you how it was in the beginning, which I didn't say to you guys. When I was in front of that select board, they told me, now we were in the backyard for years now, mind you.
10 years.
10 years we're back there. People didn't even, my neighbors didn't even know the league was going on.
No.
Right across the street.
All those cars in and out of there.
Right across.
Yeah, but you drive down the road, you really can't see.
They can't see you. No. All they heard was whistles. They didn't know what's going on. We had the cops come to the house. I remember the time we had the cops come to the house.
I remember the cops did.
Somebody called and said there was a big brawl going on.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember that. Yeah.
Cops came back and said, well, how long has this been here? But I lost my train of thought. Oh, God, damn it.
Sorry.
Bring it back.
Oh, God.
The select board.
Oh, the select board. Yeah, I'm in front of the select board. And they said to me, we only want Dartmouth kids.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. See, a lot of you people don't know with the stuff I went through. And I went, excuse me? I said, what you talking about, Willis? I said, you only want what? I said, let me explain something to you. You go in my backyard right now. There's kids from everywhere.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go tell those kids they can't play in my new courts.
Yeah.
Oh, I said, let's go one step further. I said, I'm gonna tell my grandson and my granddaughter, who's from Acushnet, and my other grandchildren from Rhode Island, that they can't come play at my complex. I said, you out of your mind?
Yeah.
They looked at me and said, well, this is the way it's gotta be. I said, okay. I said, I'll do it your way. But I said, I'm gonna tell you this. When I leave this meeting, I'm going to the Boston Herald, the Boston Globe, the Fall River Herald, the Providence Journal, the Standard Time, Dartmouth Weekly, Dartmouth Chronicle.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell them how prejudiced you are.
Yeah.
And they all looked at me like, that when you said the word prejudice.
You don't want that label.
I said, look. I said, I'm not talking about color. I said, I'm talking about town to town. I said, who the hell do you people think you are? I said, there's 3 of you up there that work in New Bedford. There's 3 of you that work. So you're going to go to the Jewish synagogue. They're going to put your desk right there, and they're not going to let you in the Bedford, right? Oh, they wouldn't do that. I said, so why would you segregate? I said, how the hell do you expect kids to learn different culture?
Community.
Right.
Community.
How do you expect them to get along?
It's keeping that mindset.
And I'm going to tell
separated.
And I'm going to tell you something. I don't know if you guys realize this. The rivalries ever since the BBA between high schools has been a lot milder.
Yeah.
Because now they don't play together at BBA. Okay, so they don't know each other.
Then yeah.
But when I left that meeting, you want to see some people change color? I'm telling you, these people turned purple, green, and orange when I said they're going to the papers. And before I left that meeting, it was my way. A lot of people don't understand.
Sometimes you have to do that.
But the thing that bothers me is, you remember that word that I told you I've been being called?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
People don't know that I've been fighting for our people.
Right.
For people in general.
Yeah.
From day one.
Yep. That's a form of like systematic racism.
Yeah.
It's like you're trying to create a system to separate people.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know,
exactly.
It's a system like that. And you would think.
I will tell you this much. There's certain people on the select board right now who understand what I'm doing. Okay. And they've been behind me 100%. There's a couple that still don't. but there's certain ones that do, and they're working really hard to help us. That's how we got the 30-year lease, because of those 3 people. Okay, and one of them, I don't know if you guys know Sean McDonald. Sean McDonald did a lot for me. Sean's done a lot for me, and another guy was John Herron. He's not on the select board anymore, but he was another one. And now you got Heidi Brooks, Dave Tattlebaum.
Is this a new generation coming in? It's
a generation that's been there. Sean has been working hard with us from once he got into office. And his mother Jackie has been behind us 127%. She's part of the town meeting members. And they've helped us a lot. But people don't understand the prejudice and the nonsense and the stupidity. It's because you guys never hear me talk about the color part of it.
No.
Okay. I do that for a reason. Because I don't want people to know.
Yeah.
I'm not proud of some of the stuff that came down. And it's a very few select people in Dartmouth. Okay. I'll give you an example. Guy used to be a town administrator. I won't even mention his name. He went to go see my son Lance at his job about 6 months ago, just before we signed everything. And he said to Lance, he says, "How's your dad doing?" And he said, "Oh, my dad's doing fine." He says, "Oh, how's he doing with the town?" And we hadn't signed the lease yet. And Lance said, "You know how it is, man." I almost said his name. He said, "You know how it is. They're still giving him a hard time." He says, "Now that I'm not the town administrator, I can tell you what this is all about." And Lance said, "What are you talking about?" He goes, "This is all about your files."
Wow.
Okay. That's what's been going on for years.
Yeah. I mean,
and it's one certain individual in the town.
Yeah.
That's been in front of it all. And he told me who it was. And if I could get that person to go in front of a jury, Tom be paying for my building.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, Tom be paying for my building, because that's a big smack of racism.
You know, I hate to say it, but I feel like I'm not surprised at that. Like in the Dartmouth area. Well, it should be 2024, but I'm saying, you know, sometimes those towns, those players are out there.
The thing I got to say for Dartmouth, I've been in Dartmouth since I was 12 years old. I've been called every name in the book. Not by Dartmouth people, but a few. But Dartmouth has some really, really good people.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's a select few that are idiots. Donald King, who used to be the principal at Dartmouth High School, told me when I started all this, because he was on my board when we started building the place. He said, "I'm going to tell you, the only person your people you're going to have trouble with are going to be the old Yankees in Dartmouth."
Yeah.
And he was so right.
Yeah.
He was so right. I was in a lady's house right across. When you drive out of Dartmouth, she's not there anymore. She moved, so don't do anything at her house. When you drive out, she's right there in front.
Yeah.
And I went into the house. I went down Sherman Street. It took me maybe 20 minutes to do all of Sherman Street, all the houses on Sherman Street, because I had to let people know what the ideas.
Oh, so you went to house individual, what you're building and all that stuff. Yeah.
So I get to this person's house. I was in there for 45 minutes. And what I got out of it was when she turned around and said to me, I said to her, "Well, you got grandchildren, don't you?" She said, "Yep." I said, "Just where do you take them to go to the playground?" She said, "I take them over to Cushman School, which is on Dartmouth Street, which is a couple of miles away from her house." I said, "Well, just think about this. All you're going to have to do is take them across the street now, because we want to put in the playground. Okay? So all you're going to have to... I don't want my kids playing with those people."
That's crazy.
And I'm like, "Excuse me? You don't want what?" So I got up, grabbed all my stuff, started walking out the door. Ex-husband grabbed me by the arm. And I looked at him, I said, "You know, you keep holding on to that arm, something's going to happen to you, and you ain't going to be happy." So he looks at me, he goes, No. He says, "I just want to let you know, I'm not with her on this." He says, "I'm not with you." I said, "Oh, now I know why you divorced her." And I said a loud enough but this is the kind of stuff, that's been going on, and it's a damn shame.
Sad.
It is. But guess what? We got to look to the positive. We got our 30-year lease. Now we got to make the next move and get this done.
Right.
I'm hoping to break ground by the end of August. That's what my goal is. And you talking about David? David is my architect.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to be my general contractor.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yes.
His son, Christian, has been phenomenal.
He was here when
he popped in for the show.
Yeah, he was here.
He has been phenomenal. He stays on my tail all the time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, Dave's good dude. He's a real good
Dave
guy.
Dave's been working
Real
with
good
me
guy.
for almost 10 years.
Yeah.
Almost 10 years. Yeah, when we started with that $862,000.
Yes.
You know, but you know, it's I can't. I said I'm getting to the point where I want to walk away, but I can't. Because when I look up and I see what's there, I can't.
To end this interview, I want to say what I'm noticing through this whole conversation. I'm seeing a lot of emotion.
Oh, there's a lot of emotion.
There's a lot of emotion.
Mm.
A lot of pain, a lot of happiness. I can see it in your eyes.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I feel like what you're saying is genuine. And I'm looking at you. Like this there was periods in this interview where your eyes were watering.
Yeah, they were. Yeah, they were.
You know?
Yeah, I tried to hold them back.
Yeah. To end the interview, like explain those emotions. Why? Why are those emotions are so up and down? You know, you have your sad moments, your happy moments, your proud moments, but even the sad moments, because you accomplish so much coming from the backyard.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you emotional like that? Why is the sad emotion coming out?
Because of what my family's going through.
Okay.
My family suffered through a lot of this, and I don't mean suffer. They put up with a lot.
Right.
They put up with a lot.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Especially my wife,
Mm-hmm.
who I'm gonna tell you guys, when I married this one,
She's a saint.
Saint isn't the word for her. I was lucky.
Mm-hmm.
I was beyond lucky. But the thing is that I have these emotions because I told you what our kind is calling me.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that hurts.
Mm-hmm.
See, I wear my heart on my sleeve.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and when I get called things like that, that goes deep.
Yeah.
That goes deep. That goes deep because
It goes
you guys know what I've been through and what I've done.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it goes deep because you're the part of generation where it is that deep.
Mm-hmm.
And that pain doesn't go away.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're a person who's trying to better the community. You're a person that's want to contribute to get further away from that type of thinking, but you're still facing it.
Yeah, I will be facing
as an
it.
adult.
Let me tell you something. I faced it. You guys are going to face it for
Mm-hmm.
the rest of your lives. It's not going away. It's not going away. And that's sad. Okay. But when that building's done and the three, you better be there for the opening.
Of course.
Okay.
Of course. No,
When that building is done, okay, then you're going to see the tears come down.
Yeah.
Okay. Because that's going to mean the world to me.
Mm-hmm.
And the only thing it's going to say to me is that now you can tell me we did it.
Mm-hmm.
Until that day is done, I don't consider it done.
Mm.
Okay. And my wife said to me, you guys know her. She said, y'all so full of crap. She said, because once you get that done, you're going to want to do something else.
Yeah.
But I'm serious. When that's done, then you'll see the tears because it's a lot of hard work.
Mm-hmm.
And I wish these people out here would understand this. And this is a lot of hard work that's been, listen to me carefully. It's been done for nothing. Nobody gets paid here. The only people that get paid is the referees and the scorers, and they deserve it.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Nobody's there when my wife and I were going all around the state trying to get deals on food and this and that.
Right.
But now we got, the trucking company that brings it in. But nobody was there when I put all those miles on my van and all this stuff, and we did all this stuff on the weekends.
Mm-hmm.
So the weekends weren't even ours.
Your free time, your family time, and you don't have
No,
that.
there ain't no family time.
Mm-hmm.
The family time is at the BBA.
Mm-hmm.
My mother's 95th birthday, guys, was at the BBA.
Mm.
Okay? My mother's 95th birthday was
And
at
that's
the BBA.
and I think that's where the emotion comes from. Is
Yeah.
that you sacrifice a lot.
People don't understand.
No.
People, I wish these people would just stop take a breath and realize what we've gone through and what we're going to continue going through.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, until this, even after this building's done, there's still going to be something else.
Right.
There's still going to be something else. So,
Can I add? I want to add a couple of things. We have my friend Trisha. Says she's related to you. Her sister and your Patricia Ramus.
Yeah.
She was commenting. See all those comments up there?
oh yeah, I wasn't even.
She's
looking.
saying hello.
Oh, that's my girl. Hey, Trish, I love you.
Hey, can you scroll down a little bit right there? See my Mr. Burgo, I'm a big fan. Thank you for volunteering to coach the Lady Wildcats. You remember that?
Yeah.
That's my sister.
Yeah.
She was superintendent of Acushnet.
Oh, let me tell you something. She tell you about those Lady Wildcats?
No.
Undefeated 2 years in a row.
Really? So
and we won the championship.
Yeah.
2 years in a row.
So how did you? What did you have a grandchild in school?
Yeah, my Lance's daughter.
Yep.
Hey,
Oh, nice.
Yeah, she scored 300 points.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So
yeah. Underneath the hoop. How's
Yeah.
that one?
Wow. Wow.
So that leads me to my last point that I want to make, because all this talk about like the kids, right? You're helping out the kids, whatever. But I do feel like you have a love for the game.
Oh,
Like I heard you were a great player when you were younger. You coached
all
West. Yeah. Right. All right. Like, right. But didn't you coach high school? Westport?
Yeah, I coached Westport High School, which got in Agoya.
Right. So I feel like it's part of it's in your blood.
It's me.
Yeah, basketball. Right.
It's me.
Yep.
They call Claude Pritchard.
Yep.
From Boston, who's going to be the director of basketball once the building's done.
Yep.
He calls me Mr. Basketball.
Yeah.
I tell him don't say that in Bedford because they'll take offense to
Yeah, I hear you.
you know?
I hear you.
So, whatever.
That's awesome.
Whatever.
Happy to have you on.
Oh, guys, I'm
Great for the community.
This has been outstanding.
Appreciate you.
Outstanding. I thank you for being patient with me and waiting all this time.
You can every week, Mr. B coming on. No, not this week.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad Mr. B finally made it. I'm glad Mr. B finally made it because you three bring back a whole lot of great memories.
Yeah.
A whole lot of great memories.
So, Miss B, we part of our show, we do other topics.
Uh-oh.
All right.
Uh-oh.
So I want to get right into the little.
So this is where I get to go after Derek.
Yes.
Yeah. Just so you guys know, we don't have much time left. Okay.
No. I extended it a little bit. It's like 8:43.
Really? We talked that long?
Yeah.
Damn, I got a big mouth.
I said to Brodo, I said, listen, Mr. B's gonna take up a good chunk.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. But, oh no, we got some chunk.
Yeah. We got. I extended our time a little bit because I really want to get in the few topics we have.
Yeah, sure.
So can you put up the first topic? Let's get into this first. Not the debate. The Bronny James. So if anyone, I want to get right into a basketball a topic. Bronny James got drafted by the Lakers. Everybody knows that LeBron James, his father, plays for the Lakers. Bronny James, he played at USC. He wasn't one of the top players. Granted that he had hot issues before the season.
Yep.
For what?
Points a game.
4 points a game.
I thought it was 6. Yeah, 4
points a game.
4 points. 4 points a game. He got drafted in the second round, I want to say.
Yep.
Second round. And this is nepotism at its finest. What do we think about that? Like, what's?
Let me go one step further, if you don't mind,
please.
Okay. You think it's nepotism? Huh? Well,
that's what they're calling it. That's what let's have this discussion.
Because that's the exact thing it is. But how many coaches have the Lakers gone through?
Good point.
11.
Who's the fault of that?
I fault LeBron.
Okay. So LeBron wants his son. What do you think is going to happen?
Gonna get his son.
Mike Conner and I had a big discussion about this, and I told him this was going to happen. And he told me I was full of baloney.
Yeah.
And I said, okay. I said, you watch. He's going to pick up his son. Now, he just opted out of his contract.
That was a ploy.
Where's he going to go?
Yeah, he ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
He ain't going nowhere. He's wanted to play with his son for how many years?
Do you think that was strategic?
Yes.
Yeah.
And here's the other thing. Do you guys realize that Bronny James cannot play in the G League?
Yeah, because he got drafted.
No,
it's part of the contract.
That's part of the contract. That's part of his agent and his father's agent are the same. So Bronny James cannot play in the G League.
I thought the rules was that if you get drafted by the team, because you know that they'll have like a G League contract and NBA contract. They could do that with people that did not get drafted. But if you get drafted, you have to have a roster spot. You can't go.
Nobody has to have a roster spot.
Okay.
I think
you better make that team.
Okay.
Yeah.
So in the so he's
the Celtics not draft what was his name? Williams, the bald-headed guy, light complexion.
I know who you're talking about. Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
He played in the G League. He got drafted.
That's right. You're right.
Okay.
So I'm not saying that you're wrong, but I had heard that he can't be per LeBron and how they drafted him, but he can't be a two-way player. I mean,
right.
they can't
part of it. Yeah.
But he can maybe spend a little bit of time in the G League.
Well, I heard today that
G League. Okay.
Yeah, but maybe I'm wrong.
Maybe.
Guess what? I've been wrong many times.
Either way, they're keeping him from being a two-way player. You know,
he's gonna be on the Laker roster.
He's gonna be on the
He's gonna be on the Laker roster.
Yeah.
And once his father retires, he's no longer going to be on the Lakers
roster,
right.
Because they're going to say goodbye.
Yeah.
Because if he doesn't produce this year, okay, he'll be there next year because his father probably there for another year. After that, what's going to happen? It's the same thing with Giannis.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
With his brother.
Okay. Do you know who his brother pushed out?
Who?
Probably a decent player.
Oh, very decent player. He's killing it in Europe.
We all know.
Barnes and Colson.
Yep.
That's right.
He said either my brother or Colson. I want my brother.
That's right. I wasn't even thinking about that.
Yep. And Barnes is killing it. Barnes is killing it. Okay.
Much better player than his brother.
Oh, hell yeah. That boy don't see any time. But
so
go ahead.
I don't have a problem with it. And I just say this because there's so many coaches. Bill Belichick's son's a coach. You know, all these coaches, right? Dan Reeves, all these football. And I mean, this shit's been going on forever. You know, I mean, if for a business standpoint, if the Lakers can re-sign him for another couple of years, and if that means bringing his son on, okay. Like, you know, I'm not agreeing with him 4 points a game making that roster, but you know what?
I'm glad you said that because that's the problem I have. Because there's a kid that played for North Carolina State. That big boy.
Oh, yeah.
He didn't even get drafted.
He didn't get drafted, yeah.
He didn't get drafted.
He didn't get drafted?
Nope. But Bronny James did.
Yeah.
Wow.
So you tell me how that's right.
Isn't it the way it's almost diluting competition?
You know what? Look, can I just hold on? Let me just say this: at the number 50, and listen, I'm not a LeBron fan at all, he knows this. But at the 50,
I'm glad there's something that you and I agree.
Okay, thank you.
We on politics.
Hey, we agree on a lot more than you think, probably.
But not politics.
Ooh, we get into that.
Oh man, if we get into that, boy, I was going after him.
We gotta get into it. We get into it. We got a couple minutes.
You haven't got that much time.
Yeah, we do.
At the 55th pick, you know, like the kid from NC State. Right. Listen, if he's going to get an invitation to go to someone's camp, if he's good enough to make a roster, he's going to make it just as much as Bronny would at the 55th pick. So, I mean, you were splitting hairs as far as like, oh, he didn't get picked at 55th. You know what? He'll make it if he can make it.
He'll make it.
You know what I'm saying?
The kid's a good ball player.
A good ball player. I think they're having a problem. Is he going to get up and down the court?
He's just going to lose weight.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
He's going to lose weight.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, you know, it's, you know, you guys got to remember, LeBron's been saying this from day one.
Yeah, he has been.
He's been saying he's wanted to play with his son.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, so I get it. If I could get my kid on the team with me, I mean.
Well, here's the thing. His second son is better than Bronny.
Yeah.
Okay, now if you wanted that kid.
Yeah.
I group it into like with the NBA is now when I talk about competition is I think the players have too much power.
Oh,
and my and it eliminates like I now LeBron is at his end of career. I'm looking at his legacy, his like this was the LeBron era. You call it the LeBron Curry era. And I think, in my opinion, the LeBron Curry era is probably the weakest era in the NBA.
Oh, hell yeah!
In my opinion.
Excuse my language. Oh man, you know, I feel I don't want to talk that much, guys, but I'm talking a lot. You've been letting me get away with it. I appreciate it. But the thing is that these kids today are trying to compare the GOAT.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yes.
And I keep trying to explain to them, your GOAT would never lasted with the Jordan rules.
No.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, because those were some seriously physical games.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And not only the Jordan rules, do you remember the time that Mikhail took out what's his name?
Rambus.
Rambus?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was a common foul.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You know, or
Bird and Kareem.
oh my.
My God.
But here's the thing. Today, that stuff you getting thrown out of the game
Yeah.
for it.
And suspended for maybe a
Yeah,
month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you tell me, oh, LeBron, but he's bigger than Michael. He's just than Michael. First of all, Michael had to go in the gym and start lifting to deal with these guys.
Yeah.
Second of all, Michael did a whole lot more than LeBron James.
Oh yeah, he did in a shorter period of time.
And the thing that bothers me is everybody saying, well, he had Scottie Pippen and he he also stayed with the same team.
Yeah.
He didn't have to run around to get his championship.
Yeah. He didn't have to try to team up with people. He didn't. He had to play with the players that the general manager picked for him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and he made those players better. He pushed them better.
Mm-hmm.
Where LeBron didn't. He just like, I'm gonna go play with this person. I'll give it to LeBron. He's very strategic in what he does.
Mm-hmm.
He knows what he is doing. And I think that
He's a manipulator.
he is. And I think that excuse my language, effed up the Lakers. Once he leaves, the Lakers are gonna suck for a very long time.
They're in trouble
Because
They're in trouble.
they're following his lead.
Yep.
You know,
This team is LeBron's team, isn't it?
yeah.
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 Yeah. He's coaching. He does everything.
Yeah.
He's a GM. He's a coach.
Yeah.
They have no picks.
Yeah.
All you got is LeBron and AD on the back end of their career.
Can I ask you guys a question?
Sure.
Derek, you can answer this for me. Is there truth that Anthony Davis asked to be traded? I saw that on Facebook.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's true.
I don't know if it's true or not.
I don't know. It's true. I don't know if it's true.
Yeah.
I don't think that's true. I mean,
They said it was because of Bronny coming in.
oh, really?
Yeah.
So I feel like there's always like maybe some beef that we don't know about
Yeah.
in all sports, right? We don't know. We don't know what goes on in the locker room and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it could be.
It's I don't know.
All right. So we only have a few minutes. You want to get into the debate or no?
Yeah, let's get it.
I don't know if you really want to do it.
No, we gotta do
really
it.
want to do this.
The frequency is all about this uncomfortable
On the
conversation.
frequency, we have a different.
No, but I'm saying, Derek,
Different
you
point.
may not want to do this, Derek. It's like my son Lonnie.
Listen, I ain't
My
afraid.
son Lonnie is a Trump.
Yeah, I'm not afraid. Like,
Okay, but
Just
here's
my
myself.
opinion.
I just asked him a question. What house were you born in?
Yeah.
Who was your father? Are you out of your mind? And I guarantee you, your parents wouldn't be voting for who you want to vote for.
oh, they are. They are.
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah, right. And I'm white.
So
That's more the chance of
hey,
that
when I was 16 or 18, when you go register to vote, 16, 18, right?
18.
So when I went down there, so I said, Ma, like, what do I do? So, I put a D because that's what they were.
Yeah.
That's what I'm sure you guys are the same thing. You
Mhm.
put
I'm
Democrat.
good.
I'm independent now,
Mhm.
but I started out a Democrat.
Yeah.
Well, I lean Republican. Like what, does it make me a bad person?
No, it doesn't make it. No, you're a wonderful person.
That's
Yes,
no.
you are a wonderful person.
You are. Nah, it has
Let me tell
nothing.
you something. You're one of the best people I know.
Yeah, man, I agree.
And I vote Republican.
But your brain just isn't working. Your brain just
It's not about you vote Republican. It's the Republican you're
don't
voting for.
for.
That's it.
The guy who has ruined this country, who wants to ruin this country, a man who sat up there and made fun of a cripple. Made fun of a cripple. What's your excuse on that?
I completely agree with you.
Oh, okay. So why you voting for somebody like that?
Because when I vote, like I look at the big picture. I don't like his personality. I don't like him as a person. But I
like his business.
I like cheap gas prices. I like
that has nothing to do with him.
I like a closed border.
Let me. Oh, okay. Oh, you shouldn't.
Okay.
Oh, you shouldn't.
Let's go. It's the frequency live.
Oh, hell no.
Let me
explain
Go
something.
ahead.
Let me explain something.
What's Mr. Berger's opinion?
What nationality are you?
French, Portuguese,
Okay.
Irish.
Berto, what nationality are you?
I'm Cape Verdean, Filipino,
Edmund?
Native American. Go ahead.
Edmund?
Native American.
Okay.
And
I'm Cape Verdean,
Cape Verdean.
German, and Portuguese. Okay.
Mhm.
All right. My grandfather came from Cape Verde Islands. Came from Brava. One came from Sunny Cloud. Okay. All right. I'm sure your grandparents came from
Portugal.
Portugal and France and all these places. Cape Verde Islands. Oh no, they were here already. They were the ones that really belonged here.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. They were all immigrants.
Complete.
No.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. The man has got to start lying about all this criminal stuff that these people are doing that are coming over the borders. Okay? Guess what? There's more people in this country that are committing more crimes.
Yep.
Okay? And there's very few immigrants. The only immigrants that are there are immigrants doing crimes.
Yes.
But it's a select few.
Mm-hmm.
Just like in Dartmouth, it's a select few that give me a hassle.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's a select few. Okay, these people are coming here because you know that thing that stands in the middle of New York.
Yeah.
What do they call her?
Statue of Liberty.
Statue of Liberty.
Yeah.
Give me your free. Give me your deprived. Give me your all of it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but now we're going to tell these people they can't come. Why? Because they're Mexican. Okay, a lot of them are Guatemalan. They're coming thousands of miles to get here. Okay, answer this for me. Now he said, the borders, right? Okay. How come your boy, that guy with the big T word, hasn't married an American woman?
I mean, I don't know.
Yo,
I mean,
his both wives. His both wives.
They're both immigrants.
know.
I didn't even look at that.
They're both immigrants.
Yep.
Can I have my 2 minutes now? Can I have my 2 minutes?
Go ahead. Go
Have
ahead.
your 2 minutes.
Listen.
You can have your 5 minutes, 10
Okay,
minutes. I don't care.
I agree with the whole, like, we're all immigrants, right? And I've
Yeah.
had this conversation with Berto because we
Yeah.
spoke about this before. The United States bringing 1 million people a year legally to the United States. Where's the conversation how we can do that quicker, faster? Why can't we bring in 3 million people a year legally?
Talk to Jim Jordan.
Whatever.
Talk to Marjorie, whatever her name is.
But
Talk to your Republican Party, who will not change anything. Okay, this is the party where McConnell said. This is starting with Obama. Nothing Obama is going to pass is going to bring. We're going to pass.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. Biden. Nothing Biden's going to bring. We're going to pass.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So how can you get anything done?
That's what, so listen, we're on the same
That's
page.
the Republican Party.
It's both.
No, that's the Republican Party because the Democrats all voted to pass this. And the Republicans who had more than the Democrats, who had the majority, are the ones who shot it down.
Yeah, but Mr. B, listen,
Right.
if Trump was in office, Biden takes everything away that he did. It's all of them. They're not doing anything for the American people. They argue every 4 years. They go back and forth and argue.
That's politics. But I'm
Right,
gonna tell you something. Okay, I'm sick of people talking about this crap about the economy. The economy is in better condition than it's ever been. Okay, if COVID never happened, we would be fine. Okay, and you brought up gas prices. That has nothing to do with the president. Nothing to do with the president.
The grocery
store. Only thing that has nothing to do with
it's corporate greed. It's corporate greed.
It's corporate greed. That's what it is.
It's what it is.
That they raise the prices. Okay, when you go to Home Depot and you go buy a sheet of plywood and it costs you $80, before COVID,
20.
it costs you maybe 10, maybe 20, maybe 12. Okay, that has nothing to do with. I wish the government would step in and push all the prices back. Okay, what do they call that? They'll call that a dictatorship. Okay, do you honestly believe when Trump comes in that all the gas prices are going to go down?
We'll find out.
Everybody's saying, and that's the best one. This guy said it one day on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
Said $1.74. That's what it was.
When Trump was
wait. That's what it was. And now look at it. Okay, but it was $1.74. You know why?
Because nobody was on the road. It was COVID.
It was COVID. It was COVID.
That's what. Yes, it is.
No.
Spin fact.
That's what that. No, it ain't no spinning. That's a fact.
It is.
Nobody
was driving. Nobody was.
And they
doing
lowered
anything.
the price. Explain to me why
So,
in Saudi Arabia it's 15 cents for gas.
So it has nothing to do with that. We're drilling in America. So
Nothing.
We don't have to go over the border to get
Nothing.
Okay.
Nothing.
It's corporations, and who runs the Congress? Who backs the Congress? It's other corporations, other lobbyists. And
Okay,
everything
explain
like that.
this to me. And this is just Republicans. Okay. When you go into Congress and you start your job, how much do you get paid?
150.
Well, about 180.
Yeah, 180.
About
Yeah.
180.
Yeah.
So explain to me how all these guys come out of their millionaires.
Tell me, all of them.
It's called
all
lobbyists.
of them.
Lobbyists and
It's
lobbyists,
called lobbyists.
and those are the
And it's
corporations.
called corporations.
Yeah.
And it's called crooked government.
Mm-hmm.
And the president has no control over
No.
what goes on in Congress.
So-
None whatsoever.
I love the United States of America.
Uh-huh.
Listen, I fly a flag in the front of my house. I got one hanging on my shed. I hate the politicians. Both. I mean, I might
agree with
lean.
you.
I agree
I
with
might
you
lean
with that.
one way, and I might vote
I
one way,
agree
but
with
I can't stand politicians.
I agree with you. You know, the best politician is a politician that's not saying nothing.
Right, and
Okay.
listen, just to go back to the BBA, because politicians in a smaller scope,
Mhm.
like the town of Dartmouth, whatever, not contributing to help a good thing.
That's
It's
a
the
good analogy.
same thing.
Yeah.
But it's why.
All
But it's
politicians.
why.
Yeah.
And that's the problem with this world. Okay. The thing is, explain this to me. How can he back the KKK and say he's not prejudiced?
So, I mean, listen,
Boy, I get him all the time.
no,
Ooh.
you don't let.
But there's a
Do you know who read
Here it comes.
the eulogy for the head of the KKK?
Doesn't matter.
No, what?
Because
So it matters when you ask me.
if you ask me, okay, now Edmund's part of the KKK, okay, and they asked me to read the eulogy because that was his last request. I'm going to do it. I may not like the man,
that's supporting him.
but that's not supporting anybody.
Stop it.
That is not supporting
It's honoring
anybody.
someone's request.
It was a request, and the thing is that this is the same man that wouldn't rent to black people in New York.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Mr. Trump.
And who got charged for it? Who found guilty for doing that?
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. This is the same man, but he's not prejudiced.
Listen, I'm
Okay.
not saying he's like prejudiced or not prejudiced.
That
I support.
banana, and that's what I call him, an orange banana. Okay, because when he gets up in the morning, there's got to be orange all over his pillow. Okay, he has nothing good for this country. He said he's going to be a dictator when he gets back in office. He's getting rid of the FBI. He's getting rid of the justice system. Okay,
He's not going to get. I mean, come
that's what he said. Derek, that's what he said. Listen to what your candidate
The
said.
fact that he's saying it, regardless if he's able to do it or not,
He's
but
saying
he's
it.
actually saying it is something like you don't want someone who's going to to say it is saying it.
He said something earlier that I'm going to ask you about, okay? If this man was such a good president and he was such a straight president, why are all those people going to jail?
I completely agree. I have no idea.
Oh,
Or
you have no idea?
they're shady. I don't know. Like,
Wait a minute. You have no idea? Wait.
again,
Who told them to do what they did that they're going to jail for?
Yeah.
so that bothers me.
Okay, what else should bother you is the stuff that was in Florida.
Yeah.
Okay, that was in his compound in Florida.
Mhm.
All the secret stuff that was there.
So
Okay.
but Biden had some too. Hillary had no.
Listen, there's a
It's
difference.
double
There isn't a double
Double
standard.
standard.
No,
Because the stuff
Yes,
they
there
had, was declassified. Okay, the stuff, and matter of fact, Biden didn't even have to ask Biden for it. He gave it back. He
put
gave
it
it
out
back.
there because
Yeah.
I had this stuff
He said he had the stuff
like that.
Okay,
Right. So
now
They asked
Now,
Trump didn't want
Trump-
to give it back.
yes,
and then-
I understand that.
and
that
then
difference.
you got all these people who gave him up in his own compound.
Yep.
In his own compound.
Oh, they're
They gave
snitching.
him up.
They're snitching.
There's something wrong with this man.
Yeah, but see, the thing is, listen. Can I just give you my opinion?
Yeah,
Give me your
Because
opinion.
you're
It hasn't
asking-
worked yet.
No,
I
but
haven't changed my mind.
you're asking me these questions, right?
Yeah.
And for me, like,
And you're not answering them.
and you're not. Look, see, I can't even get a sentence out.
Here it comes. Go ahead.
Hey, I know you talk a lot, but I can't even like finish an answer.
Let
okay?
me talk.
For me, when I vote, okay, I might not like a person, but I don't really care for Biden and the double standards on that side. So when I have to make a decision, I make what is good for me, and that's how I vote. I don't like Trump. I don't like what he, who he is as a person, what comes out of his mouth, what he says about John McCain, all that kind of stuff going back since 2016. I get it.
You don't care what he said about Trump?
No, I said I don't care for it. Like I don't care. I understand the stuff that he says. You know what I'm saying?
But-
But at the end of the day, it's what I don't like a lot of stuff on the other side.
I know you.
You know?
I know you don't. But here's the deal. Think about this. And I know how you're going to answer this, but I'm going to give you an opportunity to do it right. Are you better off now than you were 4 years ago?
No.
No? Do you worry about what's going to happen every time you got up in the morning like you did 4 years ago? What was going to come out of his mouth? What country was going to attack us? What this?
We're under more attack now than
What? How we under attack?
how we were attacked before. This could be a war.
You know how close?
There could be a third.
Do you know how close we came to war with him?
No.
Oh, and the other thing, what? He's in whose back pocket? Putin. Ah, yeah. Who's that?
Pool got some pictures, man.
I mean,
Pool got something, man.
Putin hates Biden. Why does Putin hate Biden? Because Biden's fighting for the rights of the United States.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Biden has done, and that's the problem with Biden. Okay. That's why people like you exist. Because Biden did all this work, straightened out all this mess that Mr. Trump created. Okay. And this is coming from his former district attorney who said this. Biden straightened out all Trump's mess, but Biden doesn't brag about it. That's Biden's problem.
He's bad on messaging.
He doesn't publicize what he is doing. And if you really sit down and look at what he's done in these 4 years, you'd be amazed.
Do you think that he can serve for 4 more years?
Yes, I do.
Really?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
You're losing credibility with me.
I'm losing credibility.
By
My mother.
second.
Let me explain
By the
something to you.
second.
Let me explain something to you. My mother is 95 years old.
And I bet you she can
Wait, hold up.
talk a coherent sentence.
My mother reads a book every 3 days.
I'm already impressed.
Around me.
I'm already
Okay?
impressed.
Let me tell you something. Here's what happened with Biden. The man had a cold. Didn't bring. Oh no, hold up. Watch the second debate. Watch the second debate. Watch the second. What happened by the end of the debate? How strong was Biden? He was very strong. He was very strong. Okay. Watch the second debate. Then come back. Then come back and tell me.
If you watch the lead up to this debate, they were pointing out, they giving him some adrenaline so he can be more lively. They know that Biden knows what he's talking about. Trump don't have no meat. He lies about anything. He don't even talk about policy. He wasn't even answering questions.
Exactly.
It was like he's lying, yo.
Republicans were saying that.
He's lying.
How many times has he been asked? He's been asked, whatever. How many times? And he never gives you a straight answer. Never once. Never comes out and answers. What's your policies? What are you going to do? Well, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
I got to comb my hair tomorrow.
It's going to be very good.
Yeah, it's going to be very good. Yeah, it's going to be very, very good. That's his famous saying. Yeah, it's going to be very, very good. Best.
I mean, a lot of the pundits, which I did watch CNN, and they did have like both sides on.
CNN always has both sides.
And I told him that he didn't believe me.
No, I checked.
My son's the same way. Why are you watching CNN?
Because they have both sides.
They tell the truth.
They tell both sides.
Anyway, my point that I was trying to make.
What about MSNBC?
Oh, that's all Democrat. MS.
No, they do the same way.
Yeah, they do. They do.
So I feel like
Democrat.
they were all saying that Biden, he's got to be gone. He can't do 4 more years. These are all the Democrats saying that. So
who am I going to put in office? Trump or Kennedy? 2 knuckleheads.
Yeah.
Right.
Who's my favorite president after Obama? John F. Kennedy.
Me too.
That's my favorite.
Me too. I love John F. Kennedy.
He'd be a Republican right now.
No, he would.
Oh, yes.
No, he would.
No,
he'd be a Republican right now.
Really?
They killed him because he was a Democratic policy, yo.
Yeah, sure.
How long ago did Bernie Teddy die?
5, 6, 7 years ago. I mean,
was he a Republican?
No.
I rest my case.
No. Well, I mean,
there's no way
they're 2 different people.
Republican. No way in hell. No.
John F. Kennedy, one of his greatest lines was, not what I can do for you, what you can do for your country.
Not what I can. No, ask not what I can do for you, but what you can do for
100%.
Exactly.
This Democrat things now it's the country take care of you, not what you can do for the country.
That's bull.
No.
That's bull.
No.
The country is taking.
Believe that.
If the country's going to wait a minute, you see it? Okay. Country's taking care of people, right? You should go. One of my good friends, Sam Blevins?
No.
Sam Blevins, he's a coach in Dartmouth and all this stuff. He just came back from San Diego and California. Okay. The country's helping people, right? He said he'd never seen so many homeless people in his life. Country aren't helping people.
Well, yes.
You see, that's one thing. That's one thing I will say about politics. Okay, is that we've got to find a way to take care of these homeless people.
Okay, can I have 2 seconds? Because you're just bringing up a good point. Okay, all the homeless people. So when the border infuriates me, it's because yes, I want more people to come like legally, but like why are we providing for non-citizens when we have our own citizens sitting in the streets, our own ex military people, veterans sitting in the streets homeless? Why cannot we as a country help them out first?
Do you want me to tell you why?
Please.
Because we've tried to help those people out, and they spend their money elsewhere. That's been proven.
Like on drugs, you mean?
I'm not saying drugs. It could be booze. Or
Yeah.
The money they're getting from the government to help them, they're not spending where they should be. See, my thing when you're going to help homeless people is not to give them money, give them housing. Okay,
right.
We used to have a thing in New Bedford where you could buy a house for $1. You know what the catch was? All these abandoned houses. The catch was that you had to live in it.
Yeah.
You had to rebuild it, and you had so much time. Okay, that's my thing. You go to every single president, back to Kennedy and all of them, all said they were going to clean up the Bronx.
So
the Bronx is still the same thing. Okay.
Yeah.
Let these people take pride in their neighborhoods.
Completely agree. So you're making my point in the sense too is it's not just like giving money for the homeless, but we talk about mental health a lot. Like because why are we not doing more at a younger age? Because mental health, these people sometimes get caught on drugs, then they homeless. They're in a vacuum that they can't get out of. We need to be helping people not just when they're homeless, but before that,
because
so they don't get there.
You're not gonna like my answer. Because your Republican Party doesn't want to sign the bills to help those people. That's why. That's why. That's a fact.
You think it's just a Republican Party? I hate all politicians.
The Republican Party has the majority.
They have
right
the control.
Now.
They have
okay.
Control.
I'm talking. You're talking right now. I'm talking the last 30 years. Why are we not doing more for mental health and all these?
I'm gonna tell you something. And what I honestly believe, I believe that we didn't recognize the mental part of things for a long time.
For a very long.
I agree with that.
We kept a lot of it hidden.
Yeah.
Like a stigma, like we can't talk about it.
Exactly. And I think that's what you see now. It's coming out more.
Right.
It's coming out more. And I have friends that are mentally
challenged,
unstable.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm therefore I'm 24/7 as much as I can do.
Yeah.
Okay. But the thing is that I had a friend, and you all know him. I never knew he had a mental problem at all. Okay.
Right.
I didn't know. Dr.
Yeah.
You know who I'm talking. I'm not gonna say names. I'm just gonna say initials.
Yeah.
Okay. Did I expect that?
No, none of us.
I had seen him a couple of weeks before. None of us expected that. Happy home the whole life. Mental problems are very, very well hidden. This country needs to get. Here's my deal for you. Here's my answer. The Republicans and the Democrats need to stop the crap.
Yes.
And they need to get together
100%.
and start thinking about the country.
100%.
And you're not gonna like what I'm gonna say. Okay. But with that mama, with the orange hair, or whatever hair, he's going to make it even. He has brought up so much hate in this country, where the Ku Klux Klan and those people don't have a problem saying things in the open anymore. Do you know what happened to me at the BBA?
Yeah.
Okay. On the guy.
Oh yeah.
The N-word.
Yeah.
Somebody painted it on there.
Yeah.
Okay.
You didn't know
This is people who are feeling. They're feeling free to do things now. Okay. I'm glad I wasn't there when it happened.
I mean, I'm not.
I'd be in jail.
I mean, I feel like some of that stuff has never gone away.
It'll never.
But I don't think it started coming because Trump was in office.
No, they were
feel
free
like
to express it in public.
It wasn't.
It was in the chat. It was in the
not at all.
No,
not at all.
Not like that.
Not at all.
Okay.
Not the way people talk today.
No.
I mean,
it's always been there, but it was always in the shadows. But now,
brought it out.
Wait, he's making it comfortable.
Right.
Exactly.
And
that's what I'm saying about. I feel more comfortable with Biden because when I get up in the morning, okay, I'm not wondering what he did today that's going to be in the news. Okay. I'm comfortable in my skin. Okay. Now, can I ask you guys one question? Because I know we'll probably run out of time. Has the draft been brought back?
No.
No.
My son told me today, Trumper, that the draft is back.
No.
that Congress voted on the draft coming back, and I'm like, you watch too much of that stupid TV.
Yeah.
I never heard anything. I never heard anything like that.
And we're at war. He said, when Trump was in there, we weren't at war. Why? Who are we fighting?
Mm-hmm.
Why? Because we're helping Ukrainians?
We're giving them money. We're not sending troops over there.
Well, that's why the draft's supposed to come, because we're going to send our troops over there next.
So let me, my last point. Okay. Your son seems to lean my way when I vote. You know,
who?
Your son.
What's up? Oh, yeah. So you crazy?
Right? Well, it's still one of your sons.
Yeah.
Okay? So my point, like Berto votes different than I do. You know,
almost everybody in this room does.
Well, that's okay. That's okay. But you know, the politicians want us to fight each other. We need to have like conversations like this, right? Because you know, we're not at war with each other.
Right.
They want us to be.
Yeah.
They want us divided. Okay.
Yeah,
your son's a great guy. I'm a great guy. You're a great guy. You know what?
Well, here's the deal. I'm trying to get you to vote smart.
Well,
okay, that's what I'm trying to get you to do. I'm trying to get you to think of country first, politics later.
Oh, I do.
Okay, no.
In my mind, I do.
Yeah, that's what.
In my mind, I do.
Yeah, you've been smoking some strange stuff.
I have this argument with him too. Like, I don't vote.
You haven't won yet.
No, I won. I think I have. I vote.
Biden?
No, they don't. Yeah, I don't vote. I don't vote a person. I don't vote a party. I vote for democracy.
I would have voted for John McCain.
I would have voted for John McCain if he wasn't going against Obama.
Yeah.
I would have voted for John McCain. And that's a good Republican.
Mm-hmm.
That type of Republican.
And he's been called a coward.
Yeah, that's a good Republican. I would have voted for Haley. Hey, I would have voted for Nikki Haley over Biden.
Yeah, I would have voted for Haley.
So to me, it's not about a party.
I'm not that crazy.
Now I would vote.
I'm not
I would. I might consider it.
I would have voted her over Trump.
Okay, you too. You got one answer out of you. You got to give me a legitimate answer. Okay. Who right now? It's a certain person I have in mind. Who right now, if they stepped in this race right now, and I'm giving you a hint, it's a female. If they stepped in this race right now, they would walk away with it.
Michelle Obama.
Bingo.
She'll win by landslide.
Bingo.
Landslide.
I don't think so.
You don't think so? You think
so? You don't see
she's smarter than her husband.
You don't think it's a problem that they bypassed the first Black vice president in favor of Michelle Obama? You don't think that'd be a problem?
Hell no. You want to put the best. You want to put the best candidate forward, okay? And the only
she got no experience.
She's got 4 years of experience. You don't think she had all that experience with her husband? Okay. But here's the other.
Trump didn't have no experience. What are you talking about?
Let me put it to you this way: she gets voted president, right? She'll have any experience. What about the guy that's living in the White House with her?
Well, he's running the show now.
No, I'm talking about Obama.
Yeah, he's running the show now.
Oh, he is?
I mean, who's running the country?
Biden.
Let's be honest. Who's running the country?
Biden. Who's the one who's got us all of the jams? And it's not Obama.
But you gotta look at it when it comes.
It's not Obama.
You gotta look at it like the presidency is not one man. It's the people he has around them. Now, I think we were saved by the people we had around Trump that time. But this time, that's what I'm scared of, because he's not going to have those same people around him to stop the things he's doing. He's going to have a lot more yes men. That's what's scary. Obama, he didn't have that much experience, but he made sure he had all kinds of people around him, diverse, Republican, Democrat, Black, white, Asians, and everything. That's what made him such a classy and smart president, where I'm going to put people around me to help me make better decisions for the country, not for a party or a race of people. Trump is totally different. If you look at his office, his administration versus Trump's administration, you know who looks like America and who doesn't. So,
you know what?
I vote democracy. I don't vote for a person or a party.
You know what I want to ask you, Derek, before you go? I want to ask you, if he's such a good man.
I didn't say anything about him being a good man.
No. If he's going to be such a good president, or he's such a good president, why are all these people scared of him? Why are all the Republicans scared of him?
I think because he's like a loose cannon.
And you want a loose cannon running your country?
Well, I think that's like his personality. Like
no, you want a loose cannon running your country.
I mean,
you're thinking about it.
I think Biden's a loose cannon, so I go like this.
Why do you think Biden's a loose cannon?
I mean,
What has he done that showed he's a loose cannon?
I don't think he's in control of his mind. Never mind.
No, you don't think so?
No.
Oh,
Did you
wait
listen
till
to
the
him?
second debate.
Did you listen to him?
Wait till the
Okay.
second
I don't think
debate.
there's gonna be a second debate.
Oh, really?
Because I think he's just gonna drop out before that.
No, he's not.
Biden did sound terrible, but I think that
And that was in the first half hour.
yeah, he did. He did
And
sound
then he caught
terrible.
himself. He got whatever medicine they gave him finally took effect. Okay. And he was strong at the end. He was super strong.
I think he has the mind. It just is his physical act.
And
Yeah,
like
he's getting
they
older,
said-
but
And like they said, still, even if he had that moment, Trump never answered anything that was asked him.
no policies, nothing.
The best thing about America is that
We get to argue.
you get to go right. We get to argue, but you get to go vote. You get to go vote.
Yeah.
Oh no,
And I
I'm
get
not
to-
letting you vote.
And I get to.
I'm not letting you vote.
And I get to go
Hell
vote.
no.
All right. Let's end this right now.
Is this the end? I gotta know. I gotta know. I gotta know. Is this the end?
Yes, it's another end of another episode of the Frequency Live. A great show, great guest. This is where we do our final thoughts. Mr. B, I'll go first. I want to thank you so much for coming on here and sharing your story, and I appreciate your passion for what you do. Looking in your eyes as we have this conversation about the BBA, I see how much you love it. And being a part of the first year and to where it is now, I didn't realize it was 30 years.
Yeah.
And I just want to say thank you.
Thank you.
I appreciate you. Keep up the good fight. We need more people like yourself. I think we all need to come together as a community to have more things what you're trying to build. So I just want to say thank you for coming on the show and thank you for what you do.
Before I go,
Yeah.
I want to thank the three of you for being part of my life.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, this is what I did it for, and this is a plus side of my life. This is gold to me. Okay, because I look at you three guys and I'm proud of everything you guys have done and you're going to do, and you keep up the good fight, please.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Anything else to do?
Everything you said was awesome. I've known you for 30 years. Right?
Make me feel good.
Long time. We go back to Sears and Roebuck.
Oh,
Okay, Walton in there, seeing you run the show over there.
yeah.
But it's funny because me and Berta, we text the group. We text about like topics that we're going to talk about, and like I was telling B, I don't even think we need topics because Mr. B is going to talk like for 2 hours straight.
I'm as bad as Brian. I'm as bad as Max.
Yeah, Max can talk. Too.
Max
Yeah, yeah,
can talk.
yeah, yeah.
Some of his shows.
Yeah.
I don't think I can stand up to him talking now. I think he's got me.
But thank you so
Hey,
much.
You asked me, and I told you. So
Yeah.
I can't help it if I'm
Hey,
passionate.
it was worth the wait. Thank you so much.
Oh, hey, let me
Yes.
tell you something. I love you guys, and you got to know that. I love the hell out of you guys.
Love you
Okay?
back.
These two guys and all the other guys that were part of this organization. I don't know what to say, man. I don't know what to say because
Appreciate you.
It's great to have you guys going strong.
All right, so that's the end. You want to say something?
I just want to
Use your mic so people.
I just want to say that, when you first started the league, it was more so like you were inviting us to be part of your family. And to me, you are family to me.
And that's where
You know what I mean? And that's one thing that, I wanted to put out there.
Well, thank you very much.
That, hey,
and again, I can't say it enough. I love you guys.
and it's the
Thank you
appreciation.
for having me.
And it's the appreciation that you show for us too. You know what I mean? So that's big for us. And I thank you for that.
No, thank you very much.
All right, so that's the end of the Frequency Live show on WMB1 Radio. If you're watching this, like and share because this is a story that everybody should hear if they don't know about. So I want to thank all our listeners on Facebook Live and on WMB1 Radio. And we'll be here next Sunday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with another great guest. So I just want to thank our listeners and watchers. Have a good night.
I'm not coming back because I'll take up 2 more hours. Seriously, guys, I can't thank you.